What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a special kind of panel show here on the O'Shea Vlogcast channel, man. It's good to see everybody up in the thing, man. This is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, around 7:07. If you're in the East Coast, if you're in the West Coast, it's like more 4 or some o'clock. 1:07 a.m. here in Poland. I'm rocking with my man LAR Movement. He ain't wearing a hat today because he's rocking a Jerry curl. But
Just let that soul go.
yeah. We gonna have some brothers in the panel, man. I guess brother Nagon's supposed to show up. Shout out to him, brother Chris Law supposed to show up tonight. Brother Dan talk to Edward, but we're gonna talk a little bit about this whole friend zone epidemic, man. And there's some people who think they can let's say get out of it or things like that. But let me kind of just go ahead on, man. Welcome to the show, LAR, man. Just let everybody know how you feeling today, brother.
I'm feeling great, man. As a friend zone veteran, I've been in the mix for years, man. I have a different perspective on it. So, happy Friend Zone Veterans Day to all of you vets out there. Let's do it.
All right. We're gonna go ahead and rock with it. Let's go ahead on and let's keep it lit with the friend zone topic. Now, if somebody would ask you, what do you consider what the friend zone is? What would you what would be your definition of the friend zone?
Oh, okay. When you got curved, when she don't want your ass. She don't like you like that.
Okay.
You just a friend that she might call when she needs some stuff.
Okay.
But she don't need you.
Okay.
That's what it is nowadays.
Okay, now let me ask you this. When you was coming up, shout out to Donnell with a nice Jehovah Witness suit jacket on. I see you, player. You're saying that this is like this nowadays. Was the friend zone a little bit different when you were coming up?
Yes.
Okay, how so?
Because when I was younger, you could literally just be a friend with somebody. Like you might have came up together, you might have grew up together, y'all. You remember that play sister, play brother thing? Like, and you're like, yeah, you fine, but I still see you kind of like that. So it's like a mutual thing,
right.
But now it's not mutual. Now it's like, nah, I don't rock with you like that. Unless you buying me some Chick-fil-A.
Okay. So let me kind of get into, as far as this whole epidemic, and this is kind of what I see. I think there's different layers to the friend zone. You know what I'm saying? There's the type of friend zone that, all right, let's say I'm Omega Dreads, right? And I'm not saying he got this on right now, but let's just say he got this dusty ass, Celtics starter jacket on, Fila shower sandals on, Adidas socks. All right, he's that nigga. Okay, for example.
I had to look at my socks real quick. Okay.
Yeah, make sure your shit ain't, because you might have on one cotton sock, one church sock on, and then it got to be silk. But you mixing companies, okay? Let's say Omega Dreads is that dude, but you know what I mean. He's a dude that got the car, something like that, and it ain't got to be a nice car. It just could be a car to take, the female someplace. Shout out to Carlos. Carlos, why don't you come on, man? Get on the panel, brother. Friend zone is like a black hole and highly improbable. You will escape. However, if you can never enter it, if you never have to escape, it's a choice once you're aware of your status. Okay. Shout out to my brother Carlos. He's the nigga that is like, all right, she will never give this nigga no pussy because again, he have on those church socks and them Dockers with the barbecue stains on them. But it's like, all right, I need to go somewhere. Let me call Omega Dreads. He gonna take me to choir person. He gonna take me to Rite Aid. He gonna take me to Little Leroy's Gizzards and Fish and Chips, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the friend zone. That's one type of friend zone. He will never get the ass. All right. Then there's the nigga that's in the friend zone, but she already with somebody. She likes somebody. He potentially could get the booty. He could get the ass. She is attracted to him, but it just at the time right now, she dealing with somebody else. She more mostly involved with somebody else. But he's kind of gonna be in that backup circle. You know what I mean? For the future. You know what I'm saying? Just in case, You know what I mean? Like, this is my second backup option, so she gonna keep in contact with this dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he the pre-side dude.
Yes, yes, yes. All right. Then there's the funny nigga friend zone, like a ugly nigga like me, who, you know what I'm saying, just crack some jokes. You know what I'm saying? I'm no nigga that got the funny Facebook statuses. I'm the nigga that has the funny Twitter statuses and shit. So she follows my content. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to brother Nagone. He just joined the panel,
What's
right?
poppin'?
I'm that nigga with the funny Facebook, funny Twitter, funny Instagram statuses. You know what I'm saying? And maybe I have a little bit of social pull, but you know what I'm saying? She ain't really feeling me like that. But I'm the dude that's kind of entertaining. You know what I'm saying? In that respect. Then there's the other type of nigga, right? That's the dude that is like that's the text buddy nigga. You know what I'm saying? How are you doing? I'm bored. You know what I'm saying? She may actually initiate the text message things first. Okay. So there's actually different levels of this shit. It's just not like, there's different levels of friend zone. So are there any other levels that I forgot? LAR. Okay, so I got the text buddy dude. There's the dude that drives her around. Yeah. But he's dusty, right? There's the
Yeah.
dude that she's attracted to, but he's like second base nigga right now. And there's the funny guy. Okay, then there's the work husband dude. You know what I'm saying? The dude that work at the job. He just there. You know what I'm saying? She work with nigga all the time. Our church or school. Is there any other type of nigga in the friend zone that I ain't looking at?
I mean, no, because they're just.
Yeah.
Oh, you got
Go
it.
ahead, Nicole.
Well, yeah, there is one. Is the guy that she calls up all the time. Kind of like the phone guy that she calls.
Yeah, the text buddy. I got that already.
Yeah. Well, text, but it's just the phone also. She got to talk to him too.
All right. Okay, so the text buddy phone dude. All right. Shout out to Chris Law. I'm gonna just mute you real quick, Chris. Bring you back on. All right, so shout out to my boy Chris Law. Okay, so what I want to ask you, LAR, then we go to Nagone. Let's analyze these situational dudes. Okay.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Friend zone dude. Let's put successful resources, up and coming guy, but she ain't that attracted to him. All right, let's talk about this. All right, the text buddy nigga. All right, this is the nigga that's sending all the emojis, smiley faces, good morning texts, sending memes. Okay, the text buddy dude. Can he get out of the friend zone? Wait. Let LAR go. No, go. Hold on. Let LAR answer. So we'll come to you. Go ahead. Go ahead. LAR.
In a Korean friend zone war of 77, those dudes, they could get out of friend zone, but here's the problem.
Okay.
They never take the risk of actually hollering. They just, good morning, how you doing? What's thinking about you? Blah blah blah. They never really shoot at. They never shoot their shot.
Okay.
They really put them the text buddy put themselves in the friend zone. If you haven't got shot down and put in the friend zone, all that texting without just saying, look, I'm gonna holler at you.
Okay.
So for them, that's what I think about it.
Okay. Let's go to you make a good point, and thank you for super chat. Let's go to Nagone real quick. Nagone, what were you wanting to weigh in on that?
He's saying an awful lot of what this brother just said is pretty correct. You got to kind of step up and take your shot, because a lot of times these women will put you in a friend zone if they don't feel you're taking a shot with them. So they in fact may not know where you're fully coming from. So they leave you in a friend zone or leave you in the freezer, if you will, just to wait to see what may happen down the line. But let's say that person knows that they're putting you in a friend zone because they kind of want to keep you there and they don't really want to fully expand onto that next phase. What the brother can do is basically, and what I always say is, do the takeaway. Take it away from them. Step off. Just boom, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I'm out. Don't even waste time with them. And then what will happen is sometimes they'll be like, well, if this guy is really someone that they really want around, then they may have to understand that they have to go to the next level to keep this guy around. It will force them to have to either shit or get off the pot, if you will.
Okay.
So that's kind of how I look at it. But anyway.
Okay. Let me do this. Shout out to Chris, man. Welcome to the show. We got 2 new people on the LAR Movement Panel show. Y'all know I use his name for views. Chris, man, welcome to the show. So you take yourself off of mute, brother, if you can do that.
What's going on, brother?
What's going on, man? I'm just trying to be I'm trying to be a big player like you, man. You got stories out here on these internet streets about your player.
Yeah, it's 1 or 2 stories out here on the internet, man. You know what I ain't really proud on, but that's how it is sometimes, especially when you're light skinned. that shit we're gonna say that is the gift and the curse, man. The gift and the curse. You know what I'm saying? So just for everybody that know, my name is Mr. Law 217, aka Chris Law. So you know what I'm saying? That's what they call me on YouTube now. I was listening to your man as far as getting out the friend zone. Me personally, I've never been caught in the friend zone. I know a lot of people that have been, but like I've said in a couple of my videos, as far as the whole friend thing, man, ain't no such thing as a male being a female's friend. If anything, if you caught in the friend zone, man, just be patient, man. Sit back. You're gonna get you some eventually, because I feel like them good morning texts and them good night texts and hope you had a good day texts, eventually you're gonna get some. Might take a while because you ain't being aggressive. You know what I'm saying? But you keep it up, man. You'll get some eventually.
Why do you say that?
Because a woman is built off of emotions, right? So yeah, while she might be sitting here like, okay, she wants the flashy dude or whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying? That dude that keep on saying good morning and good night and hope you had a good day, one of these days he gonna catch her on that day where she didn't have a good day or she's not having a good morning. Dig what I'm saying? And you might catch it at the right time. So that's why I say, if you're gonna be in that friend zone and you realize you stuck in it, man, just be patient, bro. Be patient. You can definitely get out of it. Unless you just a lame, then that's different. You know what I'm saying? If you lame as hell, you're gonna be stuck in the friend zone. You in limbo, period. You know what I'm saying? You already know you ain't gonna get none.
Okay.
He's right.
This is interesting. Okay, let me do this real quick, man, because we got some differences of opinion here. And shout out to that nigga Pookie nigga Jenkins. I'm glad Chris is here and the Gone is here, because again, I think the views are going to be a little different from what is typically said on here. But let me do this real quick. Yeah. And I hope Alan Roger Curry ain't watching this show, because if he is, he could be like, "Let me on the panel." But shout out to the Transparency Network. One more friend zone level. The dude she wants to have sex with her bad, so she purposely acts fake interest for her own entertainment. Shout out to Connections Hustlers Kung Fu. Talked about optimizing the friend zone by using that position to get with the woman's friends. That's something Donovan Sharps talked about. The friend zone is cool, holding pattern pussy. All right. What about you, LER? What do you feel with regards to what either Chris has said or Nagona said?
I agree with Hustlers Kung Fu and Donovan.
Okay.
Like, people look at the friend zone and to me it's like, she put me in the friend zone, so I'm gonna get out of the friend zone to get her. For what? If she put you in the friend zone, she can introduce you to her friends. Okay. You cannot, for one, whatever it is that she doesn't like about you. For some people who are on pins and needles and trying to be the perfect guy, you can throw all that shit out the window now. You could just be yourself. If you're a person who is socially awkward or insecure about certain things, you can hook up with her and her friends and act a fool. It don't matter, because your ass in the friend zone. You ain't got shit to lose. Her friends might fuck around and like you, and then guess what? You fucking with one of her friends or a couple of her friends.
So you saying, like, if you get caught in the friend zone, you can't get out of it? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying you don't have to.
I mean, no, you don't have to. Hell, I feel like, you can just get them all if you want it like that. And as far as getting her friends, yeah, that's an option. But I'm just saying that, to me, a woman can put you in the quote unquote friend zone, but you can also get out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, I've never been put in the friend zone. I don't have not one woman that's my friend that I ain't never slept with. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real. But if you get put in the friend zone, man, you can get out of it. Because again, it only take one day to catch this chick on the right day. Cause that's how, you know what I'm saying? Women's emotions are fickle anyway. Even if she got a man and you in the friend zone, let that nigga fuck up today. You might get some ass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I get you, but
you understand what I'm saying?
I get you, but the way I'm saying is coming from this perspective.
Okay.
If a woman puts you in the friend zone and you're trying to get out, she's got the power in that situation. If you put you in the friend zone and you're like, I don't give a shit. So what? I'm in the friend zone. Okay.
That's how I feel. I feel exactly like that.
Friends, whatever.
Right.
So to me, it's most guys approach it like, you know, I'm in the friend zone. Now I got to get my power back by getting out of the friend zone to get her to like me.
Nah, that's bullshit.
Do all that.
Yeah, that's no. I agree with you on that. Cause my thing is, just cause she put you in the friend zone, that don't mean she took your nuts away. Nigga, you just right there for the time being. You know what I'm saying? So no, I agree with you on that. It ain't about getting the power back. Man, sit your ass down, be patient, go fuck you some other chicks, and goddamn wait for her to come around when she do.
Okay.
Well,
you know
go ahead and go. Go ahead and go.
I think the operative word is first of all, how do you get put into the friend zone in the first place? How do you get
Let's talk about that. Let's open it up. Go ahead and go. Go ahead.
Okay, that's the key thing. How do you get put in the friend zone? Most guys get put in the friend zone by either not being very active, not being proactive, and really letting her know where you're really coming from. And so you could put your actual desires right on the table right there where she knows. So you kind of sitting around lollygagging around. She friend zoned you because of that. Or she friend zoned you because to a large extent, you know, maybe she likes you. She likes you being around, but she's not really feeling you like that. So, you know, the guy who she's going to fuck him. But you're a guy who's just, kind of a nice guy. You're not stepping up and really trying to put your emphasis on saying, listen, I ain't trying to be your friend.
Damn
basically, right. What I really want, is I want, you and me to kind of roll this way and give her a choice. All right. Either to cut you loose or to roll with you. Most guys get in the friend zone because, quite frankly, they're afraid of getting rejected, man. They're afraid of getting rejected from this woman.
So basically what you're saying is their approach. The approach they came with was some bullshit.
Yeah, they weren't up front. The reason why I've never been in the friend zone or let's say if I was when I was a teeny bopper, as I learned as I went in school and all that, and I became it's very funny. I used to read Sun Tzu, The Art of War. And Sun Tzu, The Art of War used to say, though I've never heard of though I've heard of blundering swiftness in war, I've never heard of a good attack that was prolonged. So what he said was, if you just blunder into some shit, if you just go straight ahead, you will probably land on that spot if you just go in there. But if you sit back and lollygag around, you'll get zoned. So that's what happens a lot. A lot of men just don't step up to the plate and let their feelings be known. Some guys, you see some dudes who will have knocked out some fine-looking babes. You wonder, what the fuck happened? How'd that happen? This dude just came in there, let his feelings be known. Just overwhelmed this chick. He just like, I ain't holding this shit back. I'm just rolling in there.
Damn right.
Next thing you know, they're there. So that's what it is. The operative question is, how do you get put into the friend zone in the first place?
Like you said,
most guys get put there.
I feel like
get put there by not moving on.
Go ahead, Chris.
Get put there. No, I feel like it was like he said. I agree. You get put there. You got to walk into this shit. You got to let your nuts hang, man. You know what I'm saying? Like me, when I have been out here, when I was out here on the prowl, I let it be known off the rip, but I really didn't have to let it be known because for some reason here in Atlanta, chicks kind of already knew. Okay, either they didn't heard about Chris Law, or they know somebody who know Chris Law, or you know what I'm saying? Like with the crowd I was hanging around, you already knew what I wanted anyway. Plus my sauce was like that. My approach was gonna be like, damn, so what's up with you? You know what I'm saying? So I never got put in the friend zone because of that. So I agree with what it say, the gone 11. Yeah, it's your approach, man. You gotta attack. Like it ain't even attack. Like me, I get pissed off making a chick laugh. That's always been my thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just, man, it's your approach, bro. If you get put into a friend zone, it's your damn fault.
Let me just real quick. Shout out to brother Jeremy Singletary. Appreciate the content. Keep doing what you do. Joseph Asbury to Little Room here to comment so much. I was Baron von Fringilista first. Was no more. It is a chess game to get out of it on your own. Okay, let me shout out to brother Joseph Asbury. Let me just weigh in on this real quick. And, I want to go under, this particular scenario, right? And this is like, you approach a chick and let's say she says, oh, I have a boyfriend, but we could be friends. Something like this. Here's my, Chris, I'm just put you on mute real quick because it's kind of loud in the background.
Okay.
Here's my position, man. If a woman, for whatever reason, puts you in a situation, as I say, it's a friend zone, but for whatever reason, in Nibby, shout out to my boo Nibby. I'm still mad you went out and had a baby with somebody else. You was cheating on me. You can definitely come onto the show, boo, if you want. I still love you like that. I'm still hurt. I'm still weeping about that. If a woman puts you in the friend zone for whatever reason, to me, friend zone means I'm not closing the deal when I want. Okay, it doesn't matter. Well, if she means no, not right now, or no, well, maybe because of this, I have a boyfriend. If she tells me if I can't get the date when I want it, when I'm trying to do something, that to me that means friend zone. Okay, and because of my pride is a certain way, and y'all know I'm an ugly nigga too, certified ugly nigga, 1981, 80s ugly nigga baby. You know what I'm saying? We in the house. I'm not gonna text you nothing. Good morning, nothing. Good evening, bitch. I'm not gonna hit you with nothing. I'm gonna block your number. And as far as getting with your friends and all this shit, this is what I found. I mean, I ain't get my Chris Law on. I ain't a player like him or Nagone yet. This is what I found historically. If the woman that you are friends with is not attracted to you, that typically shows, for the most part, that she will not be attracted to you. Here's what I found that does work. If she is attractive and you go out with her to a club, other females who don't know you will assume that you have some type of relationship with her. And because you're with her, then maybe you will get females you don't know. But females in her inner circle, that for me has never worked. What's worked for me is, okay, let's say, for example, hypothetically, if I was to do that shit, if this woman looks good, right, and she don't like me like that, but I go out with some place with her and we having drinks, and then other girls who may be like, well, damn, she's with, he's with her. What the fuck is that ugly nigga doing with her? Then that's how you get some validation. But typically I found that if the woman is not interested in you and she has friends, typically her friends will not be interested in you. And here's another thing. Chicks who want to hook you up with their friends, they will always hook you up with their ugly ass friends. They will never really hook you up with friends that look good.
Yep.
That's what I gotta say. Who want to read LAR, and then we go to or who got something to say about that? Let me know if I'm wrong.
I got you. I don't disagree with what you're saying. Okay. I ran into a lot of this stuff by happenstance. It works in reverse too. If a chick puts you in the friend zone, that means she don't want to holler at you. That means you holler at whoever you want. So guess what? If they having to get together, you bring the chick you hollering at there. And then it's like, damn, he could get somebody like that. Yeah, not a big deal. So it evolves when you're dealing with certain people. But the thing about it is you shouldn't. I looked at it over time. Like, I don't care if a girl says, let's just be friends. Because partially the way I think is like, I'll be cool with that because I might find out something about your ass I don't like. And I might have dodged the bullet fucking with you. And I've learned that in the past. Well, you meet some of the friends are cooler than the person that friend zones you. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't do the I got a boyfriend shit because that just means you thirsty and you simping. You just waiting it out, pining over some chick that one day she gonna break up over some Skittles and then you gonna be there to swoop up. Fuck all that. Now, at the end of the day, it's like, okay, because chicks could put you on shit that normal guys don't think about. They eat at restaurants for free. They know all the spots. They know all the clubs. If the girl you try to talk to was a certain type of caliber of chick and she got them certain type of caliber of friends, then they can tell you where to go to find fine ass chicks like that.
Well, hold on a second. Hold on. What I'm going to say is this. A lot of times you got to understand what the friend zone is about for a female. Women always like resources. Women like to have a lot of different things available to them. And a lot of times they don't want to have to put out a lot in order to get it. So a lot of times they want you in a friend zone because you're somebody who will take her out, go out, get something to eat, do whatever, hang out with her, and she don't have to put out with you. She's not gonna show you her friends because that means you're gonna take that resource from her. So she's not gonna want you to be around her buddies and her pals. She's gonna want to keep you to herself. Okay. And you'll sit there and play her game and let her string you along.
But hold on now.
And sometimes they are somewhat attracted to you, but yet they got another situation going on. So they'll keep you in the freezer for a while and hold you there, before she decides, to make a move. What men have to do under those situations, do one or two things. Step to the plate and say, listen, this is what I want. And be very forward on that. And then she'll have to say, well, I can't really do that for you right now. And then you'll step off because she'll understand that she's going to lose you. All right. And if she values you, then she's probably going to give you what you want if she values you. If she doesn't value you that much, all right, and yet she just kind of keeping you around because you're fun to have around, but yet you've let her know this is what I want and this is how I'm going for it. She's like, nah, I can't really fuck with you like that. Then you step up, you cut, you leave her, you drop her like a hot yam, and you keep moving. And then what happens is after that, she'll either turn around and say, well, I'll go with this guy, or she's just gonna let you go. So
I got a question though, bro.
The friend zone is dependent upon yourself. You determine whether you want to be in there or not after a period of time. That's how that works, and that's being forward and direct with her. All right.
Okay. Quick question. I got a quick question.
Sign. Go ahead.
Quick question. So now, if you're in the friend zone, you taking chicks out and shit? I mean, like if I'm your friend, I'm not taking you out nowhere.
Plenty of dudes do shit like that.
Hell no. I mean, to me, like I don't like again. Just speaking as a former player, if I met a chick and she hit me with the bullshit of, yeah, I ain't really looking for nothing right now. Well, bitch, neither am I. My thing is shit. I'm not. I'm not finna. I'm just saying, like, I ain't finna sit up here and be wasting good time and good money on your friendly ass. Talking about you just want to chill. Hell no. If I'm sitting here and spend some money and spend some time.
But my brother, I'm gonna say something very quickly. I'm gonna say this
What's
very
up?
quickly.
Go ahead.
You have what are called beta male orbiters. Beta males, they orbiting around this babe. She got plenty of them. I see guys walking around in the iron friend zone. I see dudes in my gym running around being friend zoned to fuck with some of these fucking broads in there. And they have them friend zoned up and they walking around getting tight about other dudes, talking to them, but yet they can't step to the plate and make moves. And these women just have these dudes around, doing things for them.
So that's the definition of a beta male is so basically the definition of a beta male is a chump. That's how I look at it. They're orbiting around this woman and they're making the move. To me, the friend zone is for guys who are not making moves, or unless you friend zone them. I friend zone women myself, where it's like, I ain't really trying to fuck with her like that. So if I friend zone her and she's just a buddy of mine, then that's cool. But any woman that I want, or any woman that I really wanted, I let them know straight out. In some respects. In some almost what I would almost call, when I say brute force attacks, not a brute force like you jumping and diving on them, but you're coming right at them. You're not even giving them a chance to think too much. And because if you let them think too much, then there's a problem.
Can I interject one thing about this? Yeah. Here's the thing. Right now, if you a heterosexual black man in America, it's more women than it is men.
Exactly.
So does it matter if a chick friend zone you? So what? You still got choices. You don't have to be available.
You don't have choices, bro. You always got choices. You always got
Black America, or I don't know about that. I don't know if I agree with that. But look, go ahead.
So you say you don't have choices, O'Shea?
Hold on.
You got choices, bro.
Hold on, Joseph. Black America, somebody has their YouTube playing. It must be Joe. Joe, turn your YouTube off, player.
You hear me?
Okay.
Yeah, we got an echo. It's an echo.
It's coming. He got it.
Okay.
Yeah, like what I'm saying is, you don't have to just. I don't care if you approach 10 girls in a day and one of them friends on you. Just 9 other girls you can talk to.
Facts. I agree.
So if you talk to somebody,
O'Shea saying you got to go one woman at a time. Is that what you're saying?
No. Here's my disagreement. I'm gonna just go moderate it. Hold on, everybody. Let me finish. Here's what I gotta say. But when we say stuff like that, like, oh, there's 3 million women, more black women than black men, you got your options. I mean, numerically, that sounds right. But we all know, like, when it comes to attractive women, they got their pick for the most part. Attractive women in Black America is not like, depending on where you live. Like, if you live in Atlanta, okay, all right. You live in New York City, okay. If you living in like nigga keep burning Alabama, you living in motherfucking Minneapolis or someplace like that. I mean, the fact of the matter is, attractive women are always going to have way, way, way more options than men. You know what I mean? So I think that there is a scarcity amount for attractive women that we as black men find attractive. So when we look at, yeah, you can go holler at more chicks, but those chicks still are going to be going for, you know, more of the top dudes or whatever. So I think that we can't say that, okay, because there's more women than men, then okay, you're gonna have your shot. Because the fact is, even ugly chicks, go look at Instagram, Facebook, even fat chicks getting like 2,000, 3,000 likes, dog.
True.
You're right.
True.
That ain't,
But like
that ain't, the options I'm talking about.
Head.
I'm
sorry, go ahead, Ella.
Oh, my bad, y'all.
No,
the options, what I mean is this. You know, as men get old, if you keep your shit together, you get more choices.
You got that sauce on you when you get older, man.
Right,
that sauce comes oozing out.
Right, but also you gotta stop. You gotta start looking at the field with a wider spectrum. If you want to find chick, does she have to be 20 to 25? Mm-hmm. She could be a fine 40-year-old that kid out the fucking house, and she just wants somebody to come through. True. There you go. You got an option. True. You know what I'm saying?
But he actually made a good point when he said you got to think about where I am. I'm in Atlanta.
Yeah,
I mean, shit. You know what I'm saying? If you can't get this one, you can get that one, and maybe that one. You might couldn't get that one. So that's why I say being in the friend zone in Atlanta, use the fool. You stupid. Like, you're crazy. Ain't no way in the hell.
After Chris, let me let Chris go ahead and finish your point if you have a point, and then we'll let Brother Joseph say something, and we go to the go. Go ahead, Chris. Anything else you want to put on that?
Basically, what I'm saying is, like, you know, the way we was raised as, you know, as dudes here in Atlanta, like, you know, I lived through Freaknik and all that. I remember a time where you could, when I was in college, bro, like, hell, you ain't even have to go to school that day. You might just be driving to see a chick walking and be like, hey, baby, you want to ride? Like, and you end up with that chick for the rest of the day doing whatever y'all gonna do. So my thing is, the way I was raised and the stuff I saw growing up here in Atlanta, ain't no damn friend zone. You ain't talking about nothing. All right, man, you have a good day. I'm not even finna sit here and waste my time with you with this bullshit. I may as well goddamn go ahead and holler at the next 2 or 3. Cause somebody gonna bite at some point. Somebody gonna bite. So friend zone, I don't understand it. Like the man Nagon 11 said, you don't let nobody put you in the friend zone. You know what I'm saying? Or if you are gonna be in the friend zone, be patient while you messing with 10 other chicks. Just shoot this chick a little, you know, shoot her a text every now and again. Hey, how you doing? But as far as spending money on her, taking her out and all that, man, use a fool. You finna waste all your money on this broad. She gonna get drunk off your liquor and go fuck somebody else. You crazy.
Goes on a lot. Goes on a lot.
Yeah, I've been that dude. I've been the one get the phone call from the girl 2 o'clock in the morning, like, hey, I've been out with this nigga. We done went and got drunk. What you doing? You know what I'm saying? Well, why you ain't going? I mean, I'm just saying, it happens every day. It happens every day. So use a fool if you sit here and I'm gonna be in the friend zone. Man, shoot her a text periodically. You'll get up out of it eventually, but all while you doing that, spend your money and your time on somebody who's gonna actually be about something. Okay. That's just what I feel. I'm gonna go on mute. I'm gonna let y'all talk. I'm gonna listen.
No. Making good points, man. Shout out to Brother Chris for coming on. We're gonna do a one-on-one, man, pretty soon. So that's my for brother, sure. Man. I supposed to do a show last night. Let me do this, brothers. Give me 220 people watching right now. We got some new personalities on the panel with Nagone and Chris and Joe. So you know what I mean. I'm trying to work everybody in. You know what I'm saying. I know some people want to get on, but we're trying to work it in right now with the few. So Brother Pharaoh, if you want to hit me with your email, I'll get you on. But let me do this. Let me go to brother Joseph Asbury, man. Shout out to you, player, man. What's going on with you?
How you doing today? How's everything, gentlemen? How are you doing? Glad to.
Good, man. How you doing?
Doing good.
You guys can hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm a bit of a storyteller, but I'm going to be real quick. I mean, in the interest of time. And first of all, O'Shea, thank you for having me on here. With respect to friendship zone, I can give you a bit of history. See, this type of thing derived from our parents, from at least my parents. I can't speak for you gentlemen and anyone else. we were always taught to treat women all nice and all that kind of stuff. And then as you grow up and you get a reality call when you're sitting here trying to hit on someone and hook up with them, and then they end up, at least this is earlier in when I'm 47 now. This is when I was like in my 20s. You get put into that zone, and then you're sitting there, you're trying to do everything right, everything what mom and dad taught you. Of course, it didn't work. I went in the Army, and okay, I'm in the Army. I'm a man. It still didn't work. You think because you had that uniform on and looking spiffy. Nah, it didn't quite work. It was quite the opposite, because you met some really, really, really knuckleheaded barracudas. Between I mean, these jokers will sit there and play you like a fiddle. And it was if I can put a dime or a dollar for every dollar I gave away, I'd probably be out of debt right now because of all of that. So yeah, I'll tell you straight up in front of the world, yeah, I was the simp. I was that. Then you wise up. You're tired of sitting here taking poison, thinking it's going to affect somebody else. You start thinking like that. And so I played their game. It's okay, you want to put me in a friendship zone, no problem. Then you stop doing those friendship things. You abruptly stop it. Boom, cold. 110% cold. You change your attitude from not so much of a bad guy, but more so of an asshole. And it gets their attention and they're surprised. In one case, I had a person, and it's something that one of you said, if you're not aggressive enough with these women, they're gonna keep you in that friendship zone. And I got told that one time. Now I ended up kicking it with her, but she told me, she said, that night you met me and we were doing this, and said you didn't push hard enough. And I was like, oh wow. I'm like, years later, you're gonna tell me this? And I ended up kicking it with her.
Excellent point.
Now, it's like in 47, I have no more patience for BS. So it's just like, I tell you what I'm feeling, what I want to do, and you, well, Joe, you're a great guy, and I just see you. I'm done. I'm totally done.
I mean, he's totally correct.
Yeah, go ahead, Nicole.
No, he's totally correct. At the end of the day, I'm 52 years old. I'll be 53 at the end of this year. And you come into my house, it's on. It's on like hot buttered popcorn. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
That's what's going down. That's it. You're not coming here to hang out and chill. You're coming in here. It's what time it is. Father's Day, had a very nice lady come over. She came over to Father's Day, knew she was coming over to my house. Beautiful long-legged sister. We know what time that was. So that's how the game, that's what's going on. That's what's going down. And you got to be direct about it. At this stage of my life, I'm direct. I'm not wasting time and playing around. I know this one brother right now, he's hanging around this fine little Latina, but she's got him zoned out, and he complained to me one day, oh man, she's not really, she's not really doing a whole lot for me. She calls me baby, but doesn't let me get whatever. I'm like, dude, you the biggest sucker walking. I said, at the end of the day, you need to tell Carmen, this is what the deal is. And if she's not going to roll, then you gone. And that's it. Give her no choice to think about. They go in the gym together. He going shopping with her and all kind of craziness. But yet he's getting no bootay, and she's over there just playing him like a fiddle. And he's there playing into it. So he's been so beta on that, I've looked at him and just laughed. I've walked over and kissed this woman damn near on the mouth a couple of times, and he hates me. The reason why I did that in front of him.
Quick question.
And the reason why I did that in front of him was to let him know this is what you got to do in another roll up on this. But this guy, he's afraid. He seems like he's more afraid of losing her than going for it. That's what you're dealing with a lot of this. Go ahead. You gonna ask me something?
Yeah, I want to ask you something. Okay, like with your friend, right? Do you think it's ever a point where you get so deep into the friend zone where even if you do be like, you know what, today I'm coming out of this friend zone, I'm about to go ahead and say what I got to say. But I feel like if you've been sitting in this friend zone for so long, it don't matter what you say. Like, bro, you are there. Like, I get the part
It-
about that. I was saying that if you
Yeah.
keep on, saying, hey, how you do? Say again, I'm sorry.
No. I agree with you. Anyway, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Go
Like,
ahead.
from my standpoint, if you in this zone, even when I was saying, okay, well, if you keep texting periodically saying, hey, how you doing? Good morning and stuff like that, I'm still gonna put an expiration date on that. Like, I'm talking about like 30 days, maybe 60. But sitting around here friend zoning for 2, 3, 4, 5 months, bro, you crazy. Cause to me, once you get stuck enough for that length of time, it ain't no, well, you know what, tonight I'm finna tell her how I really feel. She ain't gonna care. You've been sitting in that friend zone for so long, it's a wrap.
Right.
I still think you have the ability to change because I know women. I know female nature. So I do believe that you can change it, but it means you gotta put this in. You gotta put the pedal to the metal. You gotta let this woman know. Oh, hold on 1 second. Then you gotta jump all over it. I believe you can change it, but I have to say I have never been in any type of friend zone for the amount of time that this dude's been in one. I've never seen anything like that before.
If I may interject here in a second,
Go ahead.
there's two ways you're out of the friend zone. One, again, as one of the gentlemen just mentioned, you get a bit more aggressive. But there's a slim line on that. You can still get rejected. The other is
Okay. Come on, guys. Let's keep it. With the
Go ahead.
person, because we have people that want to talk. Okay, so go ahead. Go ahead.
Was always for me right now as a 47-year-old man. It's very prevalent. You see, back in the 1990s, and when they were all looking great and stuff like that. Now they've entered the realm of Tottenham, and now a bunch of chewed bubble gum, and they're sitting here years later wanting to say, "Oh, Joe, you were a great guy. Let's hook up." I'm like, no, you have like 50 kids, all sorts of happy stuff going on with you, 18 baby daddies. I don't want nothing to do with that. When I had feelings for you back then and we wanted to hook up, you want to put me in a cage. If I want a friend right now, get me a cat or a bowl of fish. So it's not happening. I'm doing me. So that's all I have to say.
No, good point. Let me do this. Shout out to Brother Pharaoh on the chat. Guys, we have 230 people watching. Nibby speaks. You in here commenting. Don't make me stalk you on your page. You will have to get a restraining order on me. Okay, this is all I want to say to the point that Nagone made. He made a specific point, right? And me and Donovan are going to produce a piece on this on NegroManosphere.com. When you are in the friend zone, one thing that women will do when they really want to keep you there, they will call you baby, right? They'll be very extra touchy, feely with you. You know what I mean? Some will be very flirtatious with you just to keep you there. Again, leading you to the possibility that you're going to date. And then when you come up talking to about like, oh, well, I thought you felt this way. I had no idea you liked me like that. That's how they flip the script. So that's a good way to know that you're in the friend zone when they are calling you baby. But they won't never go out with you. They don't ever want to spend time alone with you, and they are extra touchy feely with you, out in public and stuff like that. Let me shout out to the brother here, Kevin Williams. Stop being nice and state what you want from the get-go. Shout out to you, brother. Appreciate you, 999. Let's get to my brother Pharaoh Edmondson in the building, man. Let me borrow some of that hair to cover up my bald spots, player.
What's good with you, O'Shea? What's good with the panel?
Man, good to see you, man. It's your first time being on here, brother.
Man, it's my first time, man. I'm glad to be here. Appreciate it, O'Shea. But this whole thing, I can't believe that niggas in 2018 still falling for the friend zone shit, man. I can't believe it. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, he's coming in good.
Okay, cool. But yeah, man, Chris, what Chris was saying, because Chris, I stay in Atlanta too, man. I'm in Henry County. So that's almost unheard of down here in Atlanta. Like, I mean, it's smash zone down here. I do believe when I was out there in Arizona, this was probably like a week and a half ago, niggas in Phoenix, I went to a club called Coyotes. And I was just peeping the shit out, and niggas was getting friend zoned by single moms, man. And I'm sitting over here, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So it's like, I don't know, it's just different environments, different cities that I'm in, man. It's just some niggas game don't core. It's just mind boggling to me, man. It's just funny to me altogether. I'm like, being friend zoned by a single mom, especially with different baby daddies, man, that doesn't make any sense to me. I'm like,
You know, I just want to say something very quickly.
Yeah, and then we're gonna go
I
to
see-
LAR. Go ahead.
I see some
ARC's
people
in the
say-
building too. Shout out to Alan Roger Curry. Go ahead, nigga.
Oh yeah, some people, you know, say you got to be smooth looking and all that. I've seen some of the ugliest dudes bang some of the finest fucking females. It's got very little to do with looks. It comes down to your attitude and how you approach. And your approach has got to be laser beam and very, very focused, straight up front, no games. That turns a woman on. It's more so what you do than kind of it's what you do. It's what you do, how you do it, than really how you look per se. So that's the name of the game. Another big piece, I think, to a large extent, to get a woman also is to show a woman that you value yourself more than she values you. You know, once you let a woman know I value myself highly, and I do the takeaway. Like in sales, one of the good things in sales that you learn is you take a product away before you get a chance for an individual to really buy it, and you take it off the table, and the next thing you know, that makes them very interested. So you do the takeaway. You take it away from them first, all right, and then they'll sit back and say, "Oh, this dude is taking himself off the table. What's up here?" You know, then you get the interest that way. The friend zone really is for people who have not made any move. They haven't made an aggressive move on this woman. I know a lot of people saying this is the Me Too era and all that. Women like a certain degree of aggression. They like it. They like you to step up to them. They like you to step to the plate and be very bold about what you ask for. That's why you see some of these ugly cats who are up in there with some fine babes because they did not fear how this woman looked, walked up to her, were themselves, were very forward, and these women became turned on by that. They became turned on by how this individual approached them, and were not afraid. And a lot of men are afraid of women. You have a lot of guys who are that way. And once you're afraid and you hold back, you are in the zone. You're in that fucking zone.
All right.
For me, that's where you're at. So
okay, let me just let me say this real quick. We'll go to Chris. Just to respond to your point, but we got to move to the next person. I want to give everybody a chance to speak. When you say play the keep away game with them, this is my position. What are you keeping away from them, right? What you've put on the table for this woman is nothing different than what other guys have put on the table. Because if it was different than what other guys have put on the table, she'd be fucking you. So what you're just doing is taking away, which is really nothing, right? Like, oh, I'm gonna play the takeaway game, keep away game. I don't understand what that means. Because you haven't put anything of value on the table to her. If you did, she'd be fucking you. The only way that works, that means I think you have to have some period of time lapse. That means, okay, I saw you when I was 21, okay, and then the woman herself changes, whether it's her environment, whether she looks at men, she has a different taste, she's been through some things. That might be a period of a few, a few years, and then that may change. But there's nothing that you can actually do. You play a keep away game with a woman. Whatever you put on the table, if it wasn't good enough, then you taking it away from her is not doing anything. I mean, that's just my impersonation of it. But I'll let you respond to it. But let me go to brother LAR movement, and I'll let you respond. And now we'll go to everybody else real quick and go and hold that thought. I'll let you respond to that. But let me go to LAR.
Yeah.
I'm a kind of piggyback on what Nagone said, and I say this specifically for a certain group of guys. If a woman friend zones you, and you cool with it, it's the perfect opportunity to just get comfortable talking to a woman and being yourself. You already got rejected. She already ain't gonna holler at you, so now you can get accustomed to saying whatever the fuck you want, however the fuck you want, and being yourself. And then when you go out in public, because let's be honest, they say most women like assholes, right? So now the girl, the friends on you be like, I know you don't fuck with me like that. Fuck you too, bitch. It's all good. I'm finna go get some beers. Now you can go to the bar and you be like, yeah, I'm over here just talking mad shit, having fun, being myself. And then girls be like, damn, he's awfully comfortable. Yeah, if I want to talk to you, I talk to you. If I don't, I don't. It is what it is. Sometimes guys don't, and I'm a little more extreme in how I talk because in public I act a fool. But I mean, some guys are uncomfortable talking to women, and they could use that as an opportunity to learn how to do it. You don't have to call her hey baby and all that. Fuck all that shit. She don't want you. That's why you're friend zone. Cool. Talk to her like you would your homeboy, your friend. So you can get comfortable to talking to a chick and not being all nervous, so you can approach a chick whenever you feel like it after the fact. That's just my idea about it.
Okay, let me just do. Alan Roger Curry has asked to join the hangout, so this should be pretty interesting. Let's go to brother Chris Law, and then after that, we're gonna go to brother Joe, and then back to the go. Go ahead. What happened to Chris? Okay, let's see if Chris comes back on. Let's go to Joe. Go ahead, Joe. What you want to weigh in on, brother?
What I'm hearing here, it's just stuff. I mean, I'm seeing my life flash before my eyes, and a few other things, years ago. But it's not to mention this, as I'm a professional photographer part-time, and I won't get too deep into this. I was forced. I've been doing this for since 2009. So I've been forced to be aggressive with women, especially when we're shooting on set. And so, but I don't cross the line on that. But you just wouldn't believe some of the stuff that they say about their friends and the things they put them through. And so again, that just reinforced me. You say, listen, if you're gonna put me in a friends, nah, it's not gonna happen. So what I do now is I said, listen, I'm straight up with them. I said, I'm straight up with them, and sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't, but I've had more success now just by being honest, not vulgar or nothing like that, not with no clients, but being straight up. So listen, this is what I'm thinking, and how it's that. So.
All right, no, good points, brother Joe. Let's go ahead and get your brother Chris, because he just came back, and we go to the Gone, and then Alan Roger Curry. Okay, now don't be try to keep it within at least 1 hour for each comment that you make. I mean, because Alan is long-winded. Y'all will find out. I gotta catch him. He'll take over the show. Shout out to my boy Alan Roger Curry, but he'll dominate this motherfucker if you let him. So shout out to brother Alan Roger Curry. Glad to have him on again. Go ahead, Chris.
I'm muted. I can't say nothing.
Yeah, you can talk right now. Go ahead.
Oh, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, I had to flop. I had to come out and come back in. No, I don't know exactly what was said while I was gone. I don't want to just start back talking about some old shit.
No. What? Okay. What were we just? What did we were just? Okay. We were talking about. Okay. I think Nagone had said something previously about, play keep away were to take away, like, okay, like if you being nice to her or whatever, or I mean maybe you're showing some interest and then take the interest away and see if she responds to it and then try to close the deal that way, something like that.
I think that's just too much, man. I mean, it's like if you're in the friend zone or whatever, it's like, dog, there is no need to play this cat and mouse game. Dig what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like, don't even think too much about it. But again, that's why I feel like it's like, you got to look at yourself too. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're in the friend zone, you got to look at yourself and say, how the hell did I find myself here? So like, if you're in the friend zone already, she probably not even going to care if you sitting there like, you know what? I ain't gonna send her a text today. I know I usually send her a text every morning and say, hey baby, good morning, or good morning, sister. I ain't gonna send one today and see how she feel. Man, she don't give a shit about that. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's like, you know what, bro? If you're gonna be in the friend zone, sit your ass there. Continue doing whatever you're doing with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like playing these mind games, you still ain't gonna get no ass. You know what I'm saying? Cause that gonna make you look even lamer to me. But again, I'm thinking about how I roll. You dig what I'm saying? Everybody can't I have done. And I can't do what everybody else done either. You know what I mean? So, I mean, to me, that shit just lame as hell. Like, I ain't gonna say nothing to her today when I see her. Maybe that'll make her feel some kind of way. She don't give a fuck about that. She already ain't giving you no ass. So if you don't speak today, and it might work, but like I said, as far as I feel, hell no.
Can I say something real quick for ARC blow this whole
thing? Yeah, we're gonna go to Pharaoh, then ARC, but make it real quick because we want to be a lot of people talking tonight. Go ahead.
A lot of specify what zone you really in. Are you in the friend zone? Or you in the simp zone saying you a friend? Or you in the orbiting zone under the guise of being in the friend zone?
It's all the friend zone.
Yeah,
it's all the zone.
It's all the friend zone. Exactly, it's all the friend zone.
It's all
orbiting, orbiting in whatever. Goddamn, it's our friend.
The name of the game is. I'm going to say this very quickly. The takeaway is this:
Very quickly.
Takeaway is taking that shit away from her before she has a chance to fucking take it away from you. Take that motherfucker away. Take it off the table. Nah, sweetheart, listen, I gotta go. Bang, I'm out. And the minute you show that you value yourself a hell of a lot more than you value her or anything else, she's gonna look at you as being more valuable. That's how it is. Most guys are gonna be up in there sweating on her, trying to kiss her fucking ass, and you just told her, get the fuck up out of here, I'm out. That they like. Secondly, all right, the name of the game is once again just being very, very, very upfront with these women. Be very upfront with them. Very upfront. Listen, this is what I like. This is what I like to do. If they can't deal with that, some may not be able to handle that, and maybe you may blow it that way. But most like you being upfront. I had a girl, and her name was Phyllis Cradle. I was back in college. Big tittied killer. Ooh, boy, I love this woman. But I was fucking around. She was a little bit older than me. I was a little bit younger, but I was a little nervous of her. And one day she told me, she said, see, you know something? I respect a man more if he just says, I just want to fuck you, Phyllis, than hang around and do other kind of shit. She was telling me what the deal was, but I was a young sucker lady who was missing on that point, who was kind of missing on that. You know, so what she was saying was be out front or be out front. Be up front with a lot of these people, man. I think that's the name of the game. You have to have, and that requires a little bit of confidence, but that's really what it takes. Be up front. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so let me do this real quick. Shout out to everybody here. We got 256 people watching. All right, I'm gonna take myself more out of the conversation, just kind of moderate. Let everybody speak their piece. We got besides myself, 6 other brothers here, guys. Let's try to make it real quick so everybody can talk. So everybody can have what they have to say. All right, so brothers, let's do this. Do me a favor. Get the likes up on the video. We got a great panel, all-star panel tonight, as usual. We got Alan Roger Curry. We had a great show last night, man, and he didn't kicked it up for me over here on the channel. So let's go to my brother Pharaoh real quick. But before I do so, connections. If men focus on self-improvement, their pool of women expands. No sense of focusing on somebody who already rejected you. Boom. Okay, we'll talk about that before we get up out of here. Brother Pharaoh, anything you wanted to add to the conversation, brother?
Nah, pretty much Nagon, LAR, and Chris, they all said what need to be said. So you can go ahead to the Lucky Charms, man, ARC.
Oh, shit. Okay, go ahead, Alan Roger Curry.
Man, first of all, Tony Maceo gonna have to define for me what the fuck a Lucky Charms nigga is. I don't even know what that is.
What is that, Pharaoh?
Oh, the
Tony
Lucky
Mason,
Charms. It means that he's been blessed. That's what it means.
Oh, okay.
Number 7, he's been blessed.
Okay. He hitting hooks from half court, all nothing but net. Okay. Go ahead, Alan.
I get.
What do we not get in here, man? You the master of this shit. Break it down for us, player.
Now you know I already got lighthearted beef with one of these panelists already.
Who's that?
Got lighthearted beef with Nagon, man, because Nagon done described Mo 1 to the T but he refuses to say my brand name. He describing Mo 1, but he won't say Mo 1. He keeps saying, hey, you gotta be straight, you gotta be upfront and straightforward with women. You gotta tell them what you want straight up. But he refuses to say Mo 1.
Hold on a second. ARC, I have to say, we was on the City panel, but ARC is a fucking beast. This motherfucker don't play. So, I see his game. I've run it like that so much, but I have to say I've listened to Rod. I've listened to ARC a good while. His Mode 1 shit is crazy. That's the only game in town that's the only game in town.
Okay.
That is the only game in town.
All right.
Yeah, for this particular subject, well, I see you got maybe 2 or 3 subjects you're gonna hit on, but
yeah.
But for the friend zone, I tell guys, I'm hearing an echo. But I hear guys all the time. I tell guys all the time this. When guys say, Alan, can Mo 1 guarantee me that I can become an overnight ladies man or overnight womanizer? I say, no, it can't. If guys say, Alan, can Mo 1 guarantee me that I can prevent being rejected by some of the finest women on earth? I say, no, I can't guarantee you that. The closest thing, though, I can come to giving guys guarantees with the advice I offer in at least 2 of my books, which is Mode 1 and the Possibility of Sex. I say, if you absorb all the knowledge, wisdom, insight, and advice I give you in Mode 1 and the Possibility of Sex, you will never, ever, ever find yourself in a woman's friend zone. Ever. Not one time. It's impossible to be in a one. Number one, here's one thing, misconception I'm gonna clear up right off the bat. A lot of men will say, so-and-so put me in the friend zone. Like Laura, she put me in the friend zone. Denise put me in it. No, you put yourself in the friend zone by using vague, ambiguous language and suppressing your true desires, interests, and intentions in the story. Because when you upfront, specific, and straightforward about why you really want to share a woman's company, it's impossible for a woman to put you in a friend zone. You either gonna have your desires and interests reciprocated, or you're gonna have them rejected. Either or.
Wow. That was the quickest you ever responded to something, dog.
I know. I probably broke a Guinness Book of World Record on your podcast.
Wait a minute, man. You actually, I'm still waiting. I'm looking at the time. I'm like, okay, let me. What I want to ask you. Okay, we're gonna start. Let me go back to. Let's start with LAR, right? Because okay, Alan, here's what I want to know, and all the brothers on the panel, specifically. Because there are guys who feel that, let's say you find yourself in the, okay, let's say, for example, I find myself in the friend zone. I read mode 1 or whatever. I take whatever situation may be. These guys feel, and I'm actually just very briefly, Alan, then we go to LAR. These guys feel that they can, that by some small chance, you can get out of the friend zone. If a woman has already decided that at first you were not what she considered to be sexually desirable, and but you have interest in the woman, and you have been there for whatever time period, they feel that it's something that they can do to change that. What is your interpretation of that?
I would never say that it's impossible for a man to escape the friend zone, because I know of some instances where guys have, but they've been very, very few and far between.
Absolutely.
But see, here's the thing about why a woman is going to be unmotivated to allow a man to escape the friend zone. Well, number one, typically, if a woman puts you in the friend zone, it's because she has no sexual attraction to you to begin with. But here's the thing. She loves the fact that you're giving her free access to her non-sexual time, attention, and companionship, and you're not requesting anything in return. So what is there for a woman to dislike about that? If you offer to spend and devote your non-sexual time, attention, and companionship to women on a day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month, year-to-year basis, and you're not requesting that your dick be sucked or you be satisfied in any kind of way sexually, you are God's gift to most women. Seriously, you guys get, and that's why I use words like, "Oh, he's so nice. He's such a sweetheart." Why wouldn't you be a sweetheart? Because you're giving her all your non-sexual time, attention, and companionship, and you ain't demanding shit in return. On the flip side, if you come at a woman like, "Hey, if you're gonna gain access to my non-sexual time, attention, and companionship, I got to gain access to your sexual attention and companionship," that's when one's gonna be tempted to say, "Oh, he an asshole. He a jerk." No, what the reality is, you're not an ass or a jerk. She's a little bit agitated and frustrated that you demanding something for your non-sexual time, attention, and companionship. You're saying, "Hey, if I'm gonna give you this, you got to give me that." But what does a nice guy do, that sweetheart guy do? He says, "I'm gonna give you all this shit for free. I'm gonna even sometimes treat you to a free lunch, treat you to a free dinner. I'm gonna let you use my car to go pick up your fuck buddy in the other neighborhood. That's what I'm gonna do. That's how nice I am."
Damn.
Okay, let me do this. Great points. Guys, do me a favor. We have 278 watching. Good brothers on the panel. Like the video. This is an awesome cast. Let me go to my brother LAR Movement. I see Max City Limits. I'm gonna let him in. That'll be it for tonight. And then we'll go to brother Chris Law and brother Nagone. No, brother Chris Law. Go ahead, LAR. What did you want to weigh in on?
Ultimately, the thing about it is this to me. If you don't need to try to get out of the friend zone, you're wasting time. Just holler at somebody else. That's it. Like if you're gonna be friends with somebody, be cool. Okay, use them like a wing woman or something. But fuck, you ain't gotta be. You don't have to be there every waking day and hour on call. You know, maybe it's just me and how I operate. I learned this a long time ago. And I followed the same rule for a long time ago. I met a girl, I hollered at her, it didn't work out, but I liked her. So it was like, we cool. So it was like, okay, we'll be friends. Right after that, I looked over. So how you doing? Let me get your number. It was at another chick. It was no big deal. And it wasn't no, well, I'm gonna just holler at this girl and get you jealous. Fuck it. Move on, holler at somebody else. If you trying to get out of the friend zone, you wasting your life and time because your ego won't let you get past the fact that you couldn't hit this particular girl. You might meet a girl that's a whole lot better, a whole lot finer. So what's the big deal? Take the next opportunity that comes your way.
No, great points. Guys, do me a favor, man. Get the likes up on the video. I see a lot of. Let me shout out to real quick to my brothers that's been super chatting, man. Shout out to brother DJ Ward. And shout out to that nigga Pookie Jenkins on the PayPal for $25. DJ Ward, if you don't have your life in order, men will be nervous to approach attractive women. They're too worried about on how to provide to her needs. Thank you for that. Okay, and brothers, let's go to let me put this out here real quick, guys, on the panel. All right, I was listening to a particular show. I did a video on this. There's a brother who called in. A girl turned him down, like, I don't know, it had to be like 3 or 4 or 5 years ago, right? So the brother, it has improved. He's in shape now. He got more money now, more a car. And so he's thinking that since she friend zoned me 5 years ago, will she let me out the friend zone now? All right, because that's kind of the scenario, like where guys kind of, they learn game, they may learn mode 1, they may learn some approach, right? And then all of a sudden, okay, so now let me go back and try that on a chick that's previously turned me down. So I want to address that situation to the panel, because I think that happens to a lot of brothers as they matriculate and grow, whether it's physically or financially. But let's go to brother Chris Law, let him weigh in on whatever he wanted to weigh in, and we go to brother Joseph. Go ahead, Chris.
For me, it's like this here. I was listening to the dude, the AR, I think his name ARC.
Yes, Alan Roger Kirk.
He made a great point that I 100% agree with. You can't put my ass in the friend zone. You know what I'm saying? Like, you put yourself in the friend zone. And now for, the thing you just talking, let's go shit on him, but now he done went and got a car and whatever. So fucking what? Like, nigga, she don't want you. This friend zone shit got to do a lot with, like, what you saying when you start talking. Like the ARC dude was saying, men put themselves in the friend zone. You know what I'm saying? Like, off the glass, bro. As soon as you meet the chick, not saying you got to meet a chick and say, oh, bitch, you gonna give me some pussy. No, that ain't what you do. But at the end of the day, I mean, you gotta let it be known, like, hey, baby, I ain't, I'm not gonna sit up here and give you free meals and free time to get nothing. I mean, come on, dog. Like, this friend zone shit is some bullshit. And any man, I'm sorry, y'all take it how you want to. If you ever been in the friend zone before, man, you just a lame, dog. That's just what it is. You lame. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too many women to get caught up on just one, unless that's your wife or something. But a chick that ain't never gave you none, and you openly trying to holler at her and be nice to her, and she telling you, like, nah, I just want to be friends, man, leave that broad alone and go get you somebody else. Don't sit here and just get stuck on that shit. You're going to waste your time. You're going to waste your money. You're going to waste your energy. You're going to waste conversations. You're going to waste brain intelligence being nice to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't put yourself in the friend zone. She can't do it. You allowing yourself to get in that shit. That's just how I feel.
Okay, no, I agree. Good points, Nagone. I had just muted your mic because it was kind of echoing back and forth a little bit. But I'm let me do this. Let me go to brother Joseph. I guess the scenario that I want to talk about is for you. Have you personally, and anybody on the panel, have you personally improved your life? Did something in your life, and then there's a girl that previously turned you down. You go back to that same girl. All of a sudden, you got out of the friend zone with her. I want to know if that's happening to you or anybody on the panel. Go ahead, Joe.
Yes, that has happened. Happened multiple times. I was in the Army and I finished, and then just recently I opened my own business, got my master's, got my doctorates, just bettering myself. lost 30 pounds. You know, not recently, but lost 30 pounds. It's just better than Joe Asbury. You know, and so the advent of social media, people start seeing you and seeing all the good things you're doing, and it's like I mentioned. Now, after all this time, you want part of this? You want to be? You see me as a man now? And so the outcome wasn't like I'm gonna go chase after it. No, I'm just like standoff distance. I'm over here, you're over there, and then the chase turned reverse. Why didn't you call me? Why didn't you do this? I said, because I'm doing me. Why won't you want to see me now? No, I'm seeing someone. Who's that girl you're with? She looks like she's 30. 30. Yeah, she's 30-something years old. But how you doing? How's everything?
Hey, Joe, let me ask you a question. So how that shit made you feel, the fact that she didn't want you when you went on your game, but now she wants you game? Mm-hmm. So you didn't give her no time after that.
The feeling I got, I didn't feel like good, like yay or anything like that. I didn't feel anything at all. It was just like, listen, I got real stuff to do. It wasn't like vindication, like this, ha ha. Part of me wants to say that, but it's just like, no, I really don't have time for I still love you as my friend. That's what I always say, just to throw it just a shot back at them. But you go ahead and hit it though. I know you went on ahead and hit it though. Well, one case, yes.
That's what I'm saying. Come on now. You gotta go ahead and hit it at least one time.
Oh, sweet Jesus! But the others, it was. I ain't traveling. I'm not traveling all the way out to the West Coast or nothing. I ain't got time for that.
Hell no, I understand. I was just asking, like, if she came around, man, we'll go ahead and hit it one time just so you can know what you know what I'm saying, know what you were trying to get that whole time. And now that you got it, you go ahead and strike that off and hell with it.
I was sitting here editing pictures one night in January and I got a phone call. I was like, I'm gonna put all my clothes on and
yeah, go ahead and get it. Hey, look, y'all. I appreciate O'Shea letting me get up on the chat. Man, I got to go ahead and handle some stuff with my family. I'm out of town. I'm on the beach and everything. Once again, my name is Mr. Law 217, a.k.a. Chris Law. O'Shea, I appreciate you letting me get on, man.
Hey, man, we're going to do one we're going to do one tomorrow, me and you, if we can, or not. But tomorrow we'll do one on Saturday. Just let me know your schedule, man.
I'm coming back to Atlanta Saturday morning. We can do it tomorrow. It's just the point of I'm in a bad area as far as the signal, so I had to go in one of these places to actually get a Wi-Fi signal so I could even come back onto the call. I'm down here on the water, so it's how it be when you by the beach. Sometimes you get bad signal. But I appreciate y'all letting me on, man. I had fun.
No problem, man. Shout out to Mr. Law, man. He gonna be coming on here. He was dropping some game, man. Shout out to the brother. Then we got Max City on this bitch. Okay, let me go. Let me get to my brother Pharaoh. Then we go to Nagone and back to Max City. Pharaoh, man, have you ever been out the friend zone and then went to a chick, you improved yourself, and then she let you get on?
I had it happen about twice. The first time, this is before I went and got my CDL. Before I was working for a carnival and shit, and it was around December. It was like December 2013. It was bad broad, man. Looked like she was probably Black Panamanian mix. And you know how the sisters is when they look at you and they would have discussed like they higher than you, like nigga, you ain't on my level type shit. So I still shot my shot and shit, and she turned it down and stuff, but we still remain cool. So this is when with the CDL with Prime Incorporated. So I started posting all the little stuff, all the places that I was going, traveling to, all the stuff that I was seeing, and I was noticing like she was liking every picture. And so this was about 2015 when I left Prime and I went to work for JB Hunt. And just out of nowhere, she hit me on Messenger and she was like, "What you been up to?" And I'm like, same old, just out here getting it. What's up with you? She said, "Well, I've been thinking," and that's where I got the idea, when they start that sentence off, "Well, I've been thinking," and shit. So I'm like, oh shit, here we go. So how I'm gonna play this out? So this is where I start picking up a little bit game. So I use that to my advantage. Now, I used to host pool parties here in Atlanta, over in the W Hotel in Midtown. And one day we linked up. This was like around Cinco de Mayo. I would never forget it. So I invited her. And I guess on her behalf, I thought she thinks she was going to play me, or I thought she was going to use me as a, just a prop boy. But she had like 7 of her friends that went there as well. So all I just did was I just used that to my advantage, and I smashed 2 of her homegirls. So like I said, I've had that happen, and I just use that to my advantage. Like I say, sometimes when they friend zone you, you can use that to your advantage. Like I had a homeboy, he took a girl out, she friend zoned him, and he used her as like, when females see a fine female, man, they kind of flock at the dude because they looking like, damn, how he pull her, not knowing that this girl friend zoned him. But the other women are just looking like, because they don't know, they're thinking that's his girl and shit. And so he could play that to his advantage, and he could pull other women just by default. So that's how we do it in Atlanta. So
okay, let me get Mac City up in here. Shout out to Mac. What up? What are you, Mac City Limits player?
Man, can you hear me?
Man, I hear you loud and clear, Reverend.
All right, man. See y'all over here having a party, man. I'm like, I missed your email, pimp. I ain't said, man, I got to get in on this one. hell yeah, I'm a pro at this shit. You feel me? Shit. Hey, check it out, man. I got massive friend zone stories, man. I mean, back in, let's see, my early 20s, this is how big of a sucker I was, right? You know what I mean? It's like females, I was pretty good with computers back in the day. I'm garbage with them now, right? But they would always want me to fix their computers and shit. And so what I would do, the female would be like, I need help with my computer. Come on over, fix my computer. And I'm thinking, me being a man, me thinking that a woman thinks like a man, I'm thinking if I'm nice to her, she'll reciprocate. So I don't know, man, months go by, man. I'm going back over this female house. I'm fixing her computer, man. The computer always messing up. I'm going over there and I'm thinking one day I'm going to get a payoff. You know what I mean? Because I'm thinking maybe possibly I'm establishing some sort of rapport with the chick. And then she hit me with, she has some sort of problem with her dude. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to low key come in the back door and push her dude out the way. But this was a Pookie and Ray Ray nigga. This was a thug nigga. And he was smacking her up, beating her ass and all that shit. So she convinced me to camp outside of her house when she get off work. Actually, I drove her. We worked at the same spot. And I drove her to the crib, dropped her off, and she was scared she was going to go get her ass whooped by this nigga. So I stay out there, man, for like 2 hours waiting on this dude to come home and be a captain and save her from getting her ass beat and shit. The dude never show up, right? But I'm thinking, shit, man, I done fixed the broad computer. You know what I mean? I'm there to beck and call. I was spooked to sat behind the door when the female needed me to be her bodyguard. You know what I'm saying? And then turns out like a week later, she didn't call me no more. And guess what? Y'all know what happened, right?
No, what happened?
She was fucking the nigga that was beating her ass. And she stopped talking to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wait a second, man. This is like in my early 20s, man. I'm like, I'm scratching my head. I'm trying to put it together. I couldn't understand it, man. I'm like, damn, man. But I got played like a motherfucker, man, back in the early days. But that's right, man. The only way you can actually effectively get out of the friend zone, what I found, because in doing the pimping and the porn, if I seen a female I wanted to knock, and there's a lot of sadidity bras out there that think they too good for a brother, right? So if I seen she had a whole bunch of female friends, I would always get into the mix with all of her friends. I would get all of her friends the attention, all of her other friends the accolades, all the other friends the money or the perks, whatever. And it really helps if these other females are below her in the pecking order, as far as like if they don't look as good as her, or I call it the alphabet strategy. She the alpha. I'm trying to get to her, but I'm not trying to get to her directly. You know what I mean? Because I know it's not going to happen that way. Only way it's going to happen is if I shun her and then I fuck with the mud ducks. And what's gonna happen? She gonna be like, wait a minute, that's gonna bruise her ego, and she gonna want to, knock them out the box, and then she gonna try and get the pecking order. She gonna try and get things back in order. You know what I mean? So she gonna call me, she gonna hook me up with whatever, she gonna talk to me, she gonna try and figure out what's going on. How come I'm ignoring her? You know what I mean? Why am I messing with her friends or whatnot? But the thing, that shit used to work like a charm, man. And then the thing is, like I said, the pimping, the tricking, the porn, I ain't been in no friend zone in like 30 years. You know what I mean? Because, of course, they already know what it is when I fuck with them. You know what I mean? Especially on the trick shit. If I tell them, look, we got an arrangement, it's business, don't call me to move no furniture, don't call me to fix your air conditioner, don't call me to change your tire. I don't give a shit about your birthdays. I don't give a shit about holidays. We're going to come together. We're going to kick it. We're going to have a nice time because I know you got multiple dicks. So I know you're going to go ahead. You got a dude to pay your car bill. You got a dude to pay your phone bill. You got a dude that you just want to, take you to bed. You got that dude you just want to talk to on the phone. You know what I mean? And I'm going to be that dude you talk to. You know what I mean? When you need all that extracurricular shit paid for. But I ain't doing that. I ain't doing all that other extracurricular shit though. You know what I mean? I ain't buying shit for you. I'm gonna go ahead and hit you with this 75. You know what I mean? You go your way, I go my way. Don't bug me with all that extra shit. You know what I mean? So damn, is that mode 1 for you? Is that mode 1 for you? Shit. That's to the point like a motherfucker right there. I ain't got time to play with none of y'all. You know what I mean? But yeah, I ain't been in no friend zone for a long time. You know, I ain't got time to play with them.
Let me do this real quick. I'm gonna change the whole topic up because the secondary topic tonight is the side chick thing, and I'm kind of glad Alan Roger Curry is here because he wrote a pretty interesting article on the Negro Manosphere. I believe it was last week on the subject. And let me just bring it up. And guys, I want to thank everybody in the chat. Get the likes up, brothers. Thank you for those brothers who are super chat. But this is what I will say about the super chat, man. We have one brother who done donated like 1, 2, 3. Shout out to Kevin Williams. Peace to all the black brothers out there. Keep your head up in the sand. Now, y'all can't let one brother donate like 92 times, nigga. Like, that's just like having like 14 offerings and the nigga getting all the money. That's 4 donations from one person. 286 of y'all. At least put an empty condom wrapper in the super chat. Do nigga like a video. Do something. Be active. All right, don't let one brother. Yeah, one brother donated 4 times. One brother made it donate twice. Now, nigga, I know, nigga, you know what I'm saying. Put 50 cents in that motherfucker or something. All right, we giving y'all all these classic hits, and I ain't talking about the people that always support. I need some of you new niggas, not the same people, the new niggas. All the new niggas, hit that super chat button, nigga. I need you to put at least an empty condom wrapper in there. All right, but let me do this real quick. We're gonna go to Alan Roger Curry and then the Gone. This is what I want to talk about real quick, Alan. Just real quick, because you made a I ain't gonna lie, I gotta agree with your article, but I ain't shit because I don't live up to what you're talking about in the article. I will let you know. Because let me tell Alan, let me tell you guys a story. Whose noise is that? Somebody. Okay, maybe that's my shit. I was recently in South Africa. Won't tell you what I was doing or who I was with, but Alan Roger Curry know I was doing something. He knows. But I gotta be honest, man. I can't really live up to the mode 1 philosophy. I'm like mode 1.5. Okay, 5 detriments to maintaining a side chick or mistress. Okay, so Alan, we gotta do a whole show on this one time, man. Because I know you and Donovan did a show on this, but let's talk about the side chick or the mistress situation. You wrote an article on this. What made you want to write an article on this subject?
Oh, this goes back for me. Shit, I'll probably say to the mid to late 1980s, man. You know, and yeah, since you said you wasn't totally feeling it, you'd rather be mode 1.5 than mode 1. You know, as you know, I'm in a fraternity. Some of my own fraternity brothers ain't feeling me on this tip. I was at a function with them a few months ago. They come my frat brother. They like, man, Alan, we love a lot of stuff you say about mode 1, but that shit about you saying you ain't down with cheating and you ain't down with having no mistresses or side chicks, man, we can't flow with you on that. And one of my most infamous stories I've told multiple times on my YouTube channel, me and this one brother in Chicago, man, we almost came to blows over this shit. Because I did a Mode 1 speaking presentation. This was back in 2006. This tall brother, he about 6'4", 6'5". He come up to me after my presentation. He said, it was funny, man. He had this little hype man with him. So everything he said, the little hype man repeated him. So he said, hey, man, you gonna fuck up the game. And then this little hype man said, yeah, you gonna fuck up the game. He said, man, he said, I got hoes all over Chicago. His little hype man's like, yeah, he got hoes all over Chicago. That was the funniest shit. So anyway, he says, man, I was listening to your Mode 1 shit, man. Here's the deal, man. The reason why I got so many hoes is because each of them hoes think they're the only one. And I looked him dead in his eyes. I said, the motherfucker, you ain't no pimp and you ain't no player. And he looked at me like, of course, like he was insulted. He said, come again? I said, nigga, you ain't no pimp. You ain't no player. A true player is a motherfucker who got 5 bitches he fucking, and all them 5 bitches know he fucking other bitches. That's how true players roll, true pimps roll. If you got a lot of bitches to get them some pussy from them, you're a lying womanizer. That's what you are. You ain't nothing but a lying womanizer, but you ain't no pimp and you ain't no player. And yeah, shit got heated before my brother and a couple other guys, stepped in between us. But I told any motherfucker who got ears. Any motherfucker I hear call themselves a player, but then they turn around and tell me they got a lot of women and mislead women to get them in bed. I'm like, nah, dude. You can call yourself any other name, but do not call yourself a player because you're not. A true player is when you got multiple lovers and all your lovers, they might not know the names of your other lovers. They might not know the faces of your other lovers, but they know you fucking other. Like anytime I've had 2 or more lovers, those women knew I was fucking other women. Those women knew I was fucking other women. They was down. I laid out my program and they accepted my program and they was down with my program. If you ain't laying down no program to a woman for her to either accept or reject, then you can't call yourself no ballsy player. And that was the point of that article I wrote. And the other thing was just, and this is what I discussed with Donovan on his channel, is that when you maintain a long-term mistress or a long-term side chick, I ain't talking about like, say, a one-night stand in Vegas on a trip or something like that. That might not prove to be detrimental for you in the long run. But when you having something ongoing, in my strong opinion, you asking for that to backfire in your face. I've seen it happen with too many of my boys. I can't even count, man. Because those women, you giving them the edge. Because the more ongoing it is, the more you put your mistress, if you're married, or your side chick, if you're unmarried, in a position where she could say, oh, so you about to ignore me? Oh, okay. I'll call your wife then, motherfucker. I'll call your wife. I'll go to your wife's job, bitch. I'll come and confront your girlfriend at the next party, motherfucker. Fucking with me. You gonna ignore me? You gonna do this? You gonna say this to me? Oh, nigga. I done seen that shit play out so many times it ain't even funny. So my argument, and again, I know not everybody gonna co-sign with it. People gonna say, no, man, fuck that. Hell, man, I'm still have my side bitches. I'm still have my mistress. You know who one of the biggest pimp true players? And this is in the Christian Bible.
Okay.
Pay attention to Solomon, man. Solomon had 700 wives and 300 concubines, man. 700 wives and 300. And for O'Shea's listeners who don't know what a concubine is, a concubine is basically an honest mistress. That's a woman that if you're a married man, if you take on an additional lover and your wife knows about this additional lover, she basically gives you the green light. That means you have a concubine. In many cases, a concubine will live with a married couple. They might act as the nanny, the maid, whatever. But yeah, man, I'll give you one more story and then I'll shut up. There's one guy, I don't want to say his name, but he used to be a pretty decent celebrity in the musical industry. When I lived in LA, we was rapping, man. And check out how strong his game was. We was talking about different shit. And I said, yeah, man, I remember watching you on HBO and shit. And he said, man, I said, so what's going on with you now? He said, oh, man, check this out, Alan. He said, man, I'm living with my current girlfriend. I'm living with my most recent ex-girlfriend. and the cousin of my most recent ex-girlfriend. And I said, wait a minute, and you fucking all of them? And he gave me a look like, nigga, please, of course I'm fucking all of them. And I just had to give him a pound. I said, see, nigga, that's the type of game I'm talking about. He was like, yeah, man, that's how I roll, man. I'm live with all three of them. I'm fucking all three of them. They all happy. I'm happy. That's how I roll. That's a true play right there.
Nigga, I like lying. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be Mo one.
I like lying.
My daddy, listen, man, I'm gonna tell you like this. My daddy was a liar and a cheater. My granddaddy was a liar and a cheater. My great granddaddy O'Shea, my great granddaddy Jackson. Listen, man, each nigga was in the slave field line. Who the fuck am I to change the family tradition? Like
It's in your DNA.
Look, nigga, that shit is fun. I mean, it ain't even like, okay, because I'm gonna tell you like what happened to me in South Africa. And I told, what time is it right now? Oops. Let me say this. I'm gonna just say this. We'll go to Brother Nagone. I was in Johannesburg, and Alan, you know, right? Because me and Alan have a personal relationship. So there are things that Alan Roger Curry is privy to that y'all ain't privy to. And I really ain't no liar for the most part, because everybody know I ain't shit. I tell every woman I ain't shit. I don't really tell them exactly why I'm not shit. They just kind of find out. I had set up on one of these trips. I had 3 different dates with 3 different women at the same restaurant all at the same time. So I was with one table trying to get them to leave, then go to another table, and I had to tell Donovan one show, I'm like, Donovan, look, I got an issue. I had the girl in the hotel room. This was not this time, though. This was before I met Jesus, so I don't want somebody to think I was, this when I was, because my girl watching. It wasn't this time. It was before we had got back together. But at some point, okay, I had a woman in the hotel room, and she left with the key, so I couldn't come back in the room. I had another woman waiting down there, and actually they ended up meeting each other, but didn't know that I was the person that they was there both for. I hate to say that, but that shit was fun. Now, Alan, I know you are right. I can't say that you're not right, because you are right. That's why you right for the Negro Manosphere. But it's something about lying to these motherfuckers that the shit is fun. I mean, it's like you could tell a bitch like, look, bitch, you ain't gonna be the only one. And I've told women that before, but there's no fun in that. It's like when you tell them motherfuckers, okay, I love you. Yeah, girl, you know you're the only one. Hello? Yeah, baby, I love you too. It's just something that's fun about that shit, man. I can't stop. I'm just a nigga, man. I can't help it. I'm working on it. God is not through with me yet. I'm sorry, Alan. Listen, I'm mold. I'm like, hey, listen, I told you, nigga.
Yeah, you mold 2.9 on that shit, dog.
Yeah, hey, God ain't through with me yet, though. But listen, I'm closely as the years, I'm mold 2.9, mold 2.85, mold 2.76. I'm getting there, but I ain't there. Okay, who disagrees with Al? Let's go to Nagone real quick, because I'm sorry. We're gonna go to Nagone. Nagone, what do you think about this player? Go ahead and weigh in on it. About the Sidechick situation.
All right. Well, with me, I had a situation. This was up to just a couple of years ago. I had a sister up here that I was seeing. She's an AKA. Part of my sister fraternity. I'm an Alpha A Phi. So
is that right? A Phi?
Oh,
okay.
6. But anyway, we were rolling. We were rolling pretty tight. But I had my business down in Brazil because I was at apartment rental business, and seeing a very beautiful young lady down there that I was looking to possibly to be engaged with. So I was bopping back and forth, going back and forth to Rio and coming back here, and then I had homegirl up here. So she was asking me at one point in time, well, I know you keep going back and forth, you're seeing me, but I bet you're seeing somebody down there. And I says, yes, I am. I said, she's a very sweet young lady, and I care for her just like I care for you. And I've been divorced. I'm not really looking to totally settle as of yet, as you know. And at this stage in the game, I'm seeing her, and and I'm seeing you when I'm down there. And if you don't want to see me anymore, and you think that this is, way out of your league, and this is something that you can't deal with, I understand. But this is what I'm doing, and this is just kind of how I'm rolling right now. And that was it. And she was pretty hooked on me and was definitely willing to deal with it. And it's just kind of how that situation went. That went on for about a year and a half before things kind of took their own natural turn. But both of them knew what the deal was. Both of them knew, even my namorada, in Brazil, she knew what the situation was, and I told them both what was going on. I didn't want to sit back and lie and play games and have them checking phones and all that bullshit. So I told them exactly what the situations were, and they understood. And I treated them both nice, and it worked for a while. And that's how I rolled. I said keep it open. I'm not looking over my shoulder, worrying and getting all caught up into it. They both know it's probably the best. That's how I looked at it, and that's how it worked out for me. So.
No, I know Alan's definitely right. I won't disagree with him. Who else wants to say something on the side? What about you, LAR?
Yeah, I'm about to say something a little left, but I'm in total agreement with ARC. You don't have to leave. You don't. Hey, your story was funny as hell, though.
Yeah, it's funny. I'm sorry,
but I'm in total agreement with that. And I'm gonna take it up a little bit by saying this. See, the guys, when you lie to chicks and you have these side chicks and you doing all this dipping and ducking, you don't have to be a genius to figure out somebody's cheating on you. So the inconsistency of the game itself creates the problem.
Yeah.
And here's where guys mess up. While you figuring you doing your thing scot-free, somebody fucking your girl. Just stop crying when you find out. Just stop crying when you find out. You ain't shit, bitch. You wasn't saying nothing when you was fucking the other chick. And if you really want to be cold, your girl probably cold at it than you, because you might have walked by the motherfucker in the grocery store and didn't know. You might get nervous. You're like, oh, that's my side bitch. She like, how you doing, Harold? Nice to see you. Still eating those Oreos, huh? So,
yeah, man.
This is what guys get it twisted. Like, dude, just be upfront, because you let a woman make a choice, she might choose. Look, people always say women will actually link up with one strong dude over and share him than be with a weak dude.
No, that's true.
So,
these are facts.
So what winds up happening is when you do the playing game, side chick game, you become the weak dude. So it's just a matter of time before it blows up in your face. Because you can't say I'm a man because I'm fucking all these chicks, but I ain't man enough to look my woman in her eyes and say, yeah, I got another chick. I'm gonna just roll over in bed and be like, shit, I hope this bitch don't catch me. No. It is what it is. I'm done.
But he got a hat coming in the mail for that shit, dude. I'm gonna send him a complimentary hat, boy.
let me just wait.
He just broke down truth, O'Shea. Everything he said, that was the gospel motherfucking truth.
That is true. I'm not disagreeing with it, because it is true. Like 89% of the time, I'm a straightforward person any goddamn way for the most part. The lying to bitches shit is fun. It's fun. I ain't gonna lie, it is fun. But morally, it's fun because it's like, I ain't got nothing to do. What you doing today? I'm thinking about you. I mean, I just, it just is fun. You know what I'm saying?
Help yourself.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, baby. You just so beautiful. Just bitch ugly, but you know what I'm saying. You get what I mean. Here's my thing. I think, like, in my situation where I was like, when I was with a woman before on the terms, and I think as I've been, let's say, so I've always been kind of an upperly mobile guy anyway. I've always been kind of a guy that's kind of been, I don't know, middle class or something like that, if you want to call it that. Let me just, Farrell, let me just mute Farrell real quick. This is what I'll say. Here's my issue. I started off with a woman when I was in my younger life, when I wanted to be in a monogamous, quote unquote, relationship. as I'm getting older and seeing different things, and whatever, I'm tending not to wanting to do that, but still dealing with the same woman in which the terms in which I originally agreed to do it like that. That's the problem I have, because I didn't start off with them like that. You feel me? If I have a new female that I start off with, like I meet Big Titty Susie like 7 minutes ago. Hey, look, I just read Alan Roger Curry's book Mo One, and I want you, and her. Like, okay, I can do that now, right? When I first meet somebody new, but I think my issue is that if I have like a relationship with a woman that I've already agreed to be in a monogamous relationship with her for years, and she's used to me being with that like that with her, and then now I want to do something that's out of that. That's the problem. I think like a guy like me has. I think the only way to do it for someone like me is to start a brand new relationship where it starts like that. You know what I mean? Because if you start like that and that's what it is from the jump, then you can do that. But if you don't start it like that, and now all of a sudden you want to be like, oh, I want to have open. I mean, most women ain't gonna go for that, and that's the issue. I think that's where I'm at. But let's go to brother Pharaoh real quick, and then we go to brother Joe.
I definitely, see both sides. My occupation, just by default, man, I ain't really got to say anything because these hoes know how truck drivers roll. So, when I step to them, they be like, oh, yeah, because the stereotype, it's true. For us, they say we got different hoes and different area codes, and I ain't gonna lie, that's true. I mean, so I can see both sides. It's like Slick being honest with it because we got the stereotype of that. So I just roll by that. But because I'm not married and stuff, I can do that. So
Nibby, do you want to come onto the hangout, boo? Just let me know, because you seem like you need to come on here. Let me go to brother Joseph, man. And then we eventually we'll go to Alan's 5 points. But what you got to say about that, Joseph?
Well, first I'm going to make my comment, and then after this I have to drop. Okay. I make a business phone call here. All in. But just one thing. I live in a Brazilian neighborhood here in New York, so I'm seeing a Brazilian woman, and I've been talking to her now, seeing her now for several years. But she also has a bunch of fine friends, and I told her straight up, listen, I said, the relationship that I was real honest. I am real honest, still real honest. That's straight up. I said, and bottom line, I mean, I hooked up with all of her other friends as well. And I'm just like, this is what I'm doing me, and this is what I'm doing. So, so she now I don't ever, on the flip side, yeah, she's probably seeing someone else too. I don't ever second guess her, question her, where you been? If I don't hear from her, I'm not one of these people, where you been all the time? I don't have time for that. Mm-hmm. Now, before 2008, as I was in the military, in the military, they teach you, you got to have a wife, you got to have a kid, the white picket fence. If not, you got to have a fiance. And I bought into that bullshit. And so it ended up, simping about a good quarter century of my life in the military. And when I left, I didn't have to deal with that any longer. And I saw the world with a different outlook. Furthermore, I was a commander. So I saw all this craziness come across my desk. And I just said, why the hell get married? So I guess all that was the catalyst to what I am today. Am I a dog? Yeah. But do I care? No. And I'm sitting here enjoying life. But yeah, they all know each other. So, more or less. Oh well. I'll get over it.
All right. Well, true for coming on, man. We got to do a show on them Instagram booty models you be taking pictures of.
That's a different story.
Yeah, we have to do that, man. We do that before next week is out.
That's a different story. That's a different story.
Wait, you said you was getting out of that?
No, I'm not. I'm getting out of shooting those types of models because it's not what you think.
Trust me, I used to be a club promoter, and we used to have them as hosts, man. And yeah, man. Oh my gosh.
O'Shea, not to stray off target. There's a dancer bottle girl war going on right now that we help perpetuate, but that's a different story altogether.
Man,
that's a different story altogether. Pretty interesting, actually, just to watch it unfold. But anyway, hey, gentlemen, thank you very much. I got to roll right now. I got a couple of things I got to square away.
All right, man. We got to come back on the panel, man. Shout out to my brother Asbury, man. He used to call into the Brother Pill all the time. Let me shout out to some of the brothers, man, on the super chat, and thank you, and actually some women here that have been support. Brother Rain Knights, what up, O'Shea? Shout out to my truck drivers. I have a huge truck driver community here in Negro Manosphere, and these channels, a lot of truckers. Red House, not Roadhouse. Had to dip into my collard green sandwich with the side of hot sauce fun, but great panel. Intelligent Brothers, Ugly Nigga, Mentorship Petition. You know, Ugly Niggas is on the rise. Riz Jeezy 40. Shout out my brother Jaron McCaskill. Thank you. Dr. Deacon Eric P. Tony Davis, €5. Much love from Nuremberg, Germany. Love the show. Brother, what you doing up so early, man? You on my time. Marlo Stanfield, thank you. No one. She from Sacramento. I think she from my city. Damn, she look good. Girl, don't you know I will rub your ankles with peanut butter. Troy Walker, thank you. DJ Cadillac. What's up, JJ Redwood? Okay. Alan. Okay, hold on. Let me go.
Hey.
Go ahead, Mac. I'm sorry, my bad. I almost forgot about you, man. As big as you are, how the hell did I do that? Go ahead, Mac.
Man, you hurt my feelings over here.
You know what happened? You lost all that weight. You lost all that weight, nigga. So now you out there looking like Michael Cooper on the '88 Lakers.
Boy, I'm trying to tell you,
I just
boy.
want to say something. I just want to say something real quick. Yo, O'Shea, man, I'm off the bounce. All right, I'm getting ready to get on out of here. But
all right, man, you welcome to come back anytime you want, pimpin'.
Man, y'all are rocking, man. ARC, baby, hit it, man. Okay, the rest of you cats, man, it's great talking with y'all. Great panel here tonight, man. It was a lot of fun.
No doubt.
All right, man. Come over here to the side, man. When you sometime, I know you be over there on the old man's channel, man. But come on through, man. We get crazy over here sometimes too, player.
Man, I'll be glad to come through here, man. This is totally live, no question about it, man.
Hey, Nicole, before you go, I just got to hear you say "Mode 1" just once, man.
Hey, no, I'm gonna give it to you in the old form. Mode 1, man. Mode 1. All right, and I'm gonna bid you guys.
Ego stroking Alan, man. He love that shit.
Eu falarei com todos depois, tá bom? Tchau, tchau. All right, guys.
You can pretty much get anywhere with Alan. You pretty much kiss his ass and be like, "You are the greatest writer and book author of all time." And you know what? You are the greatest podcast host. I would just really love to interview you. You are the greatest. Do you mean? I mean, Alan Roger Curry. And he would be like, "Oh, thank you, man." If you do that, man, you are the. Man, Mode 1 is do you know it's the greatest thing since sliced bread? Oh, really?
Oh, shit. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you can damn near get Alan to donate to any damn fund if you say that in America. Oh, by the way, can I get $300? He might give it to you. Go ahead, Mac.
Yeah, man. Honesty is the best policy overall, man.
But
let me see. Like, when I was doing the pimping, the tricking, and the square shit, I never lied to any of the females, especially like on the square shit with the side chicks. I never lied to them and shit. Now, the stories where I told you where I was on some douchebag shit when I was bringing females that I was actually actively fucking to my crib where my wife was at. You know what I'm saying? And oh my God, man. So honesty is the best policy in certain regards, but in that situation, like I said, all the females knew I had a main chick, and they all knew their position. You know what I mean? But where I kind of fucked up was I psychologically traumatized my wife. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? Even though I know I shouldn't have been messing around on my wife, but I was just such a dog back in the day. I didn't care, about her feelings. I said, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. and I don't give a fuck what you think about it. I used to tell her I'm going to the hotel and I'll be back in a couple days. You know what I mean? I'll come back and she would be distraught, crying. I mean, she would cry so much that her face would swell up. You know what I'm saying? So honesty, yeah, it's a mixed bag on that one, man. I never did lie to the side chicks. They all knew what time it was, man. But I think about right about now, I got a partner that I was doing the porn with, and he was basically the stunt dick, and he was always coming by. And he hung around me because he knew he could, screw a lot of broads, right? You know what I mean? And he always lied to his wife. You know what I mean? He always lied to his wife. You know what I mean? I used to tell him, man, you want some punk shit. You know what I mean? Tell her what you about to do. Tell her where you about to go. He's like, oh, no, dude. No, I ain't doing that shit. You know what I mean? And of course, right about now, and I kind of told him what was also expressed on this panel. I'm like, because we was doing this shit for like 10 years. And I'm like, your wife, she don't kind of, think that something's wrong. You know what I mean? She don't think that you doing something underhanded, when you go out with me, you know what I mean? I speculate she got some dick on the side and shit, but he basically, he lies to his wife all the time, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He says, I'm going over Big Mike house, we're gonna have guy night, we're gonna look at UFC, we're gonna have some chicken wings, but we at the hotel having orgies. You know what I'm saying? And so but his life, he still got that Ward Cleaver life. You know what I mean? His family's still intact. He got the wife, the kids, the white picket fence. You know what I mean? All that from lying to his wife. You know what I'm saying? So, but look at me. Of course, I'm a bachelor. I don't have a wife anymore. I mean, I'm still legally married, but I'm separated. I basically tore my family apart from being honest. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, from all that honesty shit. You know, because I really psychologically traumatized that woman with my shenanigans, man. You know what I mean? So, if I had to do it all over again, I probably would still do it the way I did it. You know what I mean? Because it's almost impossible for me to lie to a woman. Because to me, to lie to a woman is to fear a woman or to fear the repercussions. And that's just not really in me. But when I think about it now, it's like, wow, man. You really did that woman dirty. You really did her wrong with the shit that you was doing. And so, I don't know, man. Like I said, I never lied to the side chicks. They always knew what time it was, man. But I suggest if any cat is going to do this, if they're going to be dogs and scoundrels or whatever, you might want to, guard that woman's psyche a little bit more, man. You know what I mean? Because being too honest, man, you can really fuck her up. That's all I got to say.
I wish I had, good points. And I think it's Alan Roger Curry trying to get his stuff together. I think it's the phone. I wish I had Ghana Dan, man, to hop on this because Donna Dan got like 3 wives. Like 4 or 5 wives. So that's what I'm trying to understand. Like, nigga, how do you do this? Let's change it for the last topic because polygamy. I'm trying to figure out how do you. Okay, it's a difference between I'm seeing like, all right, I'm fucking Susie, one-legged Lolo Keisha, and married a midget. And everybody knows about each other. But how do you get it to the point where you like, I'm living with all 3 of these motherfuckers? You know what I mean? Like, that's a big difference between a woman knowing like, okay, you're seeing some women, I don't know who those women are, to the point that these are women, they know each other, and you're like cohabitating with them or something like that. Like, I guess let me start with Alan is back. We'll go back to Alan. Let me go to Pharaoh. So, Alan, have you ever had it where you were seeing more than one woman and they both knew about it and it was like some kind of polygamous relationship?
I think Alan said he was having Google problems with the Hangout.
Okay, he didn't pay his Google Hangout bill. All right, who has had that experience? Because my game ain't that good. Nigga. I've been,
I know I've had it, but it was by I had to do because I was involved in like swinger clubs. Okay. And that's how I was able, but both for the women, I mean, because we was doing it like on a regular, and it just became a regular thing. So I just fell into it by default. But I think a lot of times, you know, it's by connections. You know, it's either, you know, you're in that polygamy, polyamory community because they do have sites and stuff for that. And sometimes, you know, if you just, I figure this too, a lot of people that's into that, like polygamy and polyamory, I find them to be like Afrocentric type folks too.
Good point.
In my experience. So I'm like, you know, people who like Afrocentric, like the Erykah Badu type, you know, they kind of, I find them to be kind of more keen to like that type of lifestyle. So.
Well, I've kind of had an experience on that. I don't know if this count, man, but like in the pimp culture, man, you know, all your females, I mean, they low key like concubines and surrogate wives and shit, man. But I never actually had them living with me, you know, but they would have designated times where they would spend time with me, man. They would basically share me. And I've had fights break out, you know, with females because, you know, they felt that I was treating the other one better than this one and whatnot, man. You know, that didn't last too long, man. I think I did that for like a year, and that was just too much of a goddamn headache, man. You know what I mean? It was like, man, wow, y'all tripping on this shit, man. So, you know, so I've been there. It's really hard to keep a lot of these women's egos in check, man. Like I said, if you buy a dozen roses for one, you know what I mean, you better not buy a dozen roses for the other one, or should I say, you better not buy 13 roses for the next one, because if that happens, you're gonna have a problem. You gave her one more rose, then you understand what I'm saying? It was just ridiculous, man. It was just such a headache. I don't see how a dude can actually go through with that and survive it. You know what I mean? Because like trying to have a relationship on that level, it's a headache. That's why, like I said, I try and keep it business, even though, you know, in the pimp culture, you keeping it business, but you know, you kind of blur the lines a little bit, man. But like I say, especially if you want some trick shit, you really on some business shit, you know, it ain't hardly no cupcaking at all. You know, this is business. You know what I mean? Ain't no feelings involved in none of this shit. Actually, I've gotten further and I've been happier, you know, with the trick shit than the pimp shit. Because it's like, you know, it's strictly business. I don't give two fucks about none of that other extra shit that you got going on in your life. You know what I mean? So, yeah, the polyamory, that wouldn't really be for me, man. As you know, one woman is a headache enough. To have two or three, bruh, come on, man. That's all I got to say about that, bruh.
What about you, LAR? I know you Baptist, so you might not have had this experience, so.
No, I mean, no. I've been around enough to know, though. Here in Texas, you could slip into that situation because of so many bisexual chicks. But if it's strictly about sex, I don't think that polyamory and polygamy gonna work, because it's gonna be too much conflict. If you really gonna be about it, you're gonna have to be more man than those women combined. And you're going to have some kind of order, structure, and it's going to be about responsibility to the house, to the personalities. You're going to have to orchestrate how the shit should run. You got to run from the top down, or from you as the top down. A lot of times, what I've seen is just a lot of people just want to get their rocks off. And unfortunately, what winds up happening is you get your rocks off to the point that you sabotage the whole relationship. Because if you don't have any rules or regulations, then nobody in the group is going to have any rules or regulations. Same thing I've noticed, like with the bisexual chicks and with the people I know who swingers. See, once you break the code, all bets is off. And when all bets is off, then it's like, oh, well, you know, I just slipped up. They don't care if you just slip up. There's going to be some get back, because most people are in it for sex anyway. So it's going to be like, oh, it's free love. You know, you fucked those 3 women and I had a foursome with 3 guys. It's all free love. It's nothing. And then it's just, it becomes just an issue.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to find people who gonna work together though. Like a lot of women can't necessarily work together. If you get two chicks that do the same shit, they're not gonna feel like they could fill either roles. They're gonna be fighting for that one position.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, if one girl's a great cook and the other girl's a great cleaner, they could work together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one girl could give great head, one girl ride. They could work together.
Mhm.
You know, but if you just go about it like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just get this one and that one, because I don't want to be cold, but I'll just say this: I know of a situation where somebody tried to have an open relationship, and then they tried to backdoor and just do it when they felt like it, and the woman stole a side chick and pissed them off. Because since you broke the rules, I'm gonna show you who got more game. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
So-
always happens. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, it's a tricky situation, man. If you ain't built for it, don't do it.
Yeah, it take a lot of patience to do that shit, man.
Man. Especially because they start off, you know, before, I mean, usually in relationships, before they get into like, you know, the polyamory and polygamy, they're usually like the relationship is monogamous. And it sounded like how LAR said when you go into swinging, they slip and they go through, you know, that whole taboo. And like you said, you know, all bets are off. I mean, some people will think, well, they been polyamory polygamous from the start. I'm like, no. Usually some of these marriages, you know, it was straight off monogamy. And then probably like after 5 or 10 years, like ARC, he was saying it was a guy named, he goes by Rem Saku, named Mr. Stevens. He has a wife named Miss Kenya. And she holds a thing called Juju Mama. And they do what's called polyamory polygamy because they do workshops like every month or well, every other month coming down here to Atlanta. So, and he has a book called Open Related. And I have the book, but you know, it's just like monogamous polygamy, you have to be very disciplined. There are rules and boundaries that, you know, a lot of, you know, when people slip into that lifestyle, somebody just, you know, it's always that one that's going to break the rules, man. I haven't, other than them, because they were married, I think they said for like 15 something years. And then that's when they slip into the lifestyle. See, people are usually married before they go into polyamory and polygamy and polyandry. Well, if you polyandry, that's a woman going out. You just be in a cuckold then, and that don't make no sense. And Tony Maceo talk about that all the time. Get set up to become a cuckold.
Shout out to Tony Maceo. Guys, let me nigga, it's like 3 a.m. here in a good polling. I'm gonna just say this real quick. I'm an old nigga now. And as much as it sounds good to, like, you know, I guess, you know, because the polygamy thing, living with one woman is bad. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, but I hate to say it, especially if she's black. And they're gonna be wanting to fuck a lot because they want to cuddle, and because, you know, black women, they be horny and shit. They want to fuck a lot, especially if they don't really have to do no real type of stressful work. Like, you know, they're gonna be wanting to fuck. I'm too old to be doing all that fucking, and I fall asleep on bitches. That's my thing now. That's what I do. I even damn near fall asleep on podcasts and shit. I'm a very busy person. The last thing I want to do is to be rotating fucking every night 2 or 3 different women every week. Not at this age. If I was gonna do that shit, I needed to do that in my 20s. I'm an old nigga now. I want to just lay somewhere and jack off and not see Mac City fucking limits on my porn shit. I'm just gotta be. I gotta just be real, nigga. I'm 37. My hairline is going in reverse, and in my last 2 years on the earth, I don't have the energy to be. I got shit I gotta do. You know, I got this medical school shit I'm almost done with. I gotta do these fucking podcasts. I got the Negro Manosphere. I gotta get Alan Roger Curry to put his ads all on the beginning of the goddamn site every month. I got niggas emailing me. I got my mama emailing me. I got everybody else emailing me. I got you niggas emailing me shit. I tell you niggas don't email me. I got too much shit to do, and I cannot be sitting up here fucking on these women all goddamn night. I just can't do it, and I don't have the time to be sitting here and why I haven't called you, why I haven't did this, why I haven't did that, and all of this. I will just cut my dick off and throw it somewhere in the toilet and flush it down the toilet, and then when I want to jack off, go back down in the toilet and try to find my dick again and attach it back on and jack off. So that's where I'm at right now in my life. I mean, I think if I had more time, because that's how my last relationship ended. My last relationship ended. I had something that was thick. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I had imported something that was so, it was almost like importing a Ferrari, a nigga Ferrari. I would call it a niggerari. I had a niggerari in my garage, and I didn't have time to really drive the shit. I was so busy doing that, and then I didn't have the time to really, you know what I'm saying, get in there and knock it out. Not even going there and get, you know, my blowjobs like she was wanting to give them to me and everything like that. And that caused distinction, man. Because if you don't fuck these women, you know what I'm saying, that was gonna be a problem. Y'all gotta understand. You have to have time to fuck them. if you got it's real shit. If you are a busy dude, man, and you got shit going on in your life, if you gotta have time to fuck these bitches. You do. You gotta have time to fuck them, and then once you fuck them, you gotta be in there, and you can't just get up and leave. You gotta it be hella hot. You gotta hug them bitches. You have to watch. You gotta watch the Netflix with these hoes. You gotta go places with them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take them out because and then you can't be going out when you looking like a bum. You gotta get out and you gotta get ready to look good with them too because they're gonna want you to be looking good. You know, they're gonna want to go on vacation with you. I hate when bitches want to do that. I mean, because you know, especially a bitch is younger than you, she got a lot of fucking energy. They even fuck like that.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, on your dick like this, all over here, all here on your dick. All here. Y'all niggas know what I'm talking about. See, you young, I'm just keeping it real. Am I keeping it real? Can we talk? We all niggas, right?
Hey, facts, man, facts.
They want to do things, they want to get out and all this shit. That's what one motherfucker that you got to deal with. Imagine 2 or 3 black because you know I like to ask. Imagine all of that. Come on, dog.
Like I always tell my partners, man, you know, females, man, they like psychic vampires, man. If you handling your business as a man, you know what I mean? A woman will suck you dry, you know, as far as all your energy, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, you'll go great quick, you know what I mean? Trying to meet meet the standard of a man to try and take care of a woman. And just like you said, imagine piling 2 or 3 or 4 in the mix and you trying to parcel, you know, your manhood between all 4 of them females and trying to be fair, trying to be right and exact. You know what I mean? Imagine all the energy that's being sucked out of you on a daily basis, man. Like I couldn't do it, man. I'm like, shit. I'm like tricking all day. Because when you're doing the pimp shit, you know, they more so attracted to you when you're doing the pimp shit, you know, because they really see you as daddy. You know what I mean? Because you're real hardcore in their ass, man. So you really develop a hardcore bond with them on that regard. But like I said, when you do that trick shit, you know, there's nothing more repulsive to a bitch than a trick. You know what I mean? So it's just like they ain't trying to really fuck with you on that level. And I dig it. I'm like, yes, take your ass home. Take your ass home. You doing me a favor. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I can't do that 3 or 4 female thing, man. That's too much.
I'm telling you, because and like I said, if you don't fuck them, you're gonna have it's gonna be a lot of animosity in your house. Bitches don't want to start. The meals ain't gonna be tasting as good. They're gonna be less. You have to fuck, and especially if they have, average to high sex drives. Man, these women gonna be wanting you, and then once they suck your dick and all that, you're gonna be wanting to go to sleep, and you got shit to do. I'm telling you. Well, that's just really what it is, man. That's what I found out. Because when I was here, I was getting so much. I'm not gonna call the name. I was getting so much sloppy head on a daily basis. Like I was like, "Oh shit, I gotta start letting her suck my dick like this because I got shit to do." You know what I mean? Like, I got pathomorphology lab in the morning, and I got like 2 interviews. I cannot be letting her suck my dick like this. You know what I mean? And that's the decision as a man when you are like trying to be upperly mobile. You cannot be fucking on them like that. You just can't because a part of you leaves. You know what I mean? Like being in bed with a woman is a nice thing, but I don't make a video on that. It's a very damaging thing too because you got to get it. You know, as a man, like when you don't have a woman, you can be a lot really productive because you know you can get it whenever you want. You know what I'm saying? You can leave shit out on the floor, drawers, leave the toilet down and shit. You know, if you ain't gotta worry about that bitch falling in there, all type of shit. But when you're dealing with women, especially if you got more than one and they live in there,
you know what?
I don't know. That's too much fucking for me. It sounds good. Like when you're watching the porn, it sounds like, yeah. But when you think about it, it's too much fucking. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Here's the thing about having multiple women that know each other. You're going to have the time to specify your relationship with each one of them. Because if they talk, if you're doing the same thing for one and you're doing it for the other, see, they always want to be, women want to feel special. So if you just giving everybody, you know, the Tuesday treatment, it's going to be some smoke in that house or them relationships. Because now you're dating them the same, you're fucking them the same, you take them to the same spots. So you're really just treating multiple women in the same way, and they don't want to be treated that way. They want to know they're different. So if you ain't smart enough to say, okay, look, she likes this and she likes this. So if I got to get two gifts, I'm going to get her this and her this. She likes sex like this. She likes sex like this. I'm going to have to give her this sex and I'm going to have to give her that sex. And you're going to realize that shit's going to tax on you.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, for any guy who's had a threesome, like if you had a threesome before and you know one of them is your girl and the other is just the other chick, you know full of damn well your girl don't want to see you fucking the other chick the same way you fuck her.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a problem. You can't pull out that old gymnastic trick from '76 that she think only she gets.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
You know, so now you gotta you gotta do some work, man.
Let me just start off real quick, right? With this last one, I'm gonna be quiet, but here's what I noticed, man. I try to tell niggas when you get with a chick, right? If you start off like, I don't know how I do the polygamy shit, but if you start off with a woman fucking her a whole lot, and by somehow you mean like, you know how y'all niggas is thirsty. You meet a chick, you fucking her all outside. You know, well, some of you young niggas probably do. I don't do that no more. It got to be inside because I ain't getting bit by no mosquitoes. All outside, all in the car, church vans, elevator. You know how you is when you meet somebody, you doing all kind of, and y'all doing it all the time like that, right? When you start fucking them like that too much, you don't have nowhere else to go, nigga. So then what happens is, you know, if you're consistently fucking her every day or 3 times a week, 4 or 5 times a week, how can you bring this other bitch in? And if that somehow decreases, you're fucked. I think, like, you know, if you are only sleeping with a woman, like, let's say y'all married, you know, once or twice a week or something like that, and, you know, maybe you have somebody and you just, you know, doing it with that, maybe. But if you one of them niggas that started off hitting it real a lot, like I always tell niggas, don't fuck them a lot when you first get with them. Spread that shit out. You know what I mean? Don't be hitting them, fucking them 3-4 times a day for like 5 months straight, nigga. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know what I mean? And then, you know, I think if you start off with like a second or third wife and you don't, if you start her off and you're not really having a lot of sex with her like that, and that's how it is, then, but I think if somehow, if you have a relationship with any woman like that, and then you started off fucking her a whole lot, and you got this woman, and then that stopped, then definitely it's gonna be problems.
Oh, one other thing, and
that's why I fall asleep on bitches now. Go ahead.
For some of you guys who can't keep up, see, when she gets about 35, 40, 30 to 40, and she really start getting horny, if you don't keep up, just know, just understand
Mhm.
You know, when she went out for ladies' night, she didn't sweat her hair out on the dance floor.
No doubt. No doubt. Mhm.
You know, so you know, and sometimes people forget about that. You know, we say, you know, you older, get a younger chick. This is one of the problems with guys who get chicks that are younger than them. As they get older, she gets hornier, you fall off, and now she fucking somebody else. So be like them old men you see walking around the malls, you know, at 80 years old, because they walking to keep their dick up. So,
what the fuck?
Yeah,
that's the first I've heard that.
the testosterone is produced in the legs. So every time you see people who don't use their legs on a regular basis, and they men and they older, you better believe, you know, if somebody putting it to granny, just not granddad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
All right, y'all. Look, it's 3:22. I need to watch the porn, man, because you know I'm tired of fucking, but not tired of jacking off. Everybody, brothers, I thank you guys. We had a wonderful show, man. Again, I'm sorry for not giving y'all a show last night. I had to do 2 today. I'm caught up. I want to thank everybody, man, that's just being, you know, so supportive. You know, these niggas tried to shut down my main channel, but I will be back, punk bitches, on Sunday on my main channel. So I'll have my main shit back. You niggas tried to shut my shit down, but you niggas ain't shit. So I want to let you niggas know that right now. I will be back on my main channel talking a lot of shit to you niggas on the live streams. This shit don't stop. But you know, thanks. I want to thank everybody, man. Go ahead and let Pharaoh, man. I know you don't. Pharaoh, do you even have any videos on your channel, or you just be like, I see you on BGS channel a lot.
I just be, you know, be going to people's hangouts and stuff. That's it.
All right. So shout out to my brother Pharaoh. Mac City, man, let them know where they can find you at. Pimpin'.
Man, they already know Mac City Limits Radio Show on YouTube, man. And also check out my boy Tony Maceo at powerandstrategy.com and Power and Strategy on YouTube, man. If you want a little bit more adult, mature delivery, you know what I mean, in your content, that's where you need to go. But if you want a rough, rugged, and raw, and a little bit more urban, a little more street, man, you need to go to Mac City Limits Radio Show. I'd like to thank O'Shea for having me on the platform. I'd like to say what's up and thank you to the whole panel. I'm out.
All right. Shout out to my brother LAR Movement. I use his name for views, man. Let them know where they can find you at. Pimpin'.
LAR Movement on YouTube. You got a whole 18 out of me. You know how I say it. They all here for O'Shea. And shout out to everybody who was on the panel tonight. It was fun, y'all.
All right, so we're gonna have a show tomorrow. I don't know what it's gonna be called, but it will be tomorrow. Again, I just want to shout out to all the brothers, man. You know, it's good to have these kind of black male topics. You know, when I first came to YouTube, I was doing like response videos to trending news and all of that other fucking shit. Now I just talk about shit that niggas want to talk about. I don't give a fuck about what's happening in the news. I don't care about, you know, who got robbed in the news, who got beat up, and all of that. I don't care about none of that shit. I just talk about the shit that, you know, that I think that black men are interested in, which is money, getting pussy, and traveling. That's all we talk. Those 3 things. We'll talk about shit else: money, getting pussy, traveling, and sometimes politics, and sometimes religion. But that's really what we want to talk about, and we don't really give a fuck about nothing else. So you know what I mean. And we have fun over here talking about this shit. This is a place for men. We don't, you know, this is not about saving the black community. This ain't about helping women. This is about, you know, helping men and talking about shit that men want to talk about. And if you don't like it, you know, you can, you know, fuck you. That's just really what it is. So this is about helping black men. So I'm glad all you brothers, man, you know, from the younger brothers like my man Pharaoh to, you know, old ass niggas is like 75, like LAR Movement. Thank all you guys. Shout out to the moderators. I'm gonna check the moderator polls out. Let me see who, before we go. Let me see who's kicking ass on the moderator poll. Okay. And I done paid for all of the. Let me see who we got right here. Let's see who's winning right now. View results. Okay, so moderator of the year, freelance, Doug, Troy, Josiah, Darnell. Okay, so it's kind of close. Okay. Favorite female moderator. All right, Paulina. Okay. Most long-winded on the podcast, Edward Anderson. Okay. Most likely to get caught still in a bottle of Jerry Curl juice. He was the only person on there. Eric P. Okay. Let's see. Favorite trucking channel. HT Logistics is tied with Elite Class Trucking. All right. All right, man. So let's say favorite big time moderator. Anthony Bryan Logan, the LAR movement is tied. In favorite moderate channel size, Max City Limits is tied with Black Male Talk. All right. Damn, Max City, you might win another award.
Wait, what is this?
This is for the moderator awards.
Moderator awards. What is the award pertaining to?
You just a nigga with a ranch, pretty much. And so because
I know
niggas
that. I know that. But what, like?
Oh, okay. Because you're like a YouTuber, so you have some moderators who are YouTubers.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Camry Chanel. Good night, Kings. Yeah, that's right. I'm talking about, baby. You talking that Hotep. All right, baby. Good to see you.
What category of moderator is it? Is it?
So they're big channel moderators like Anthony Bryan Logan, like guys over 5,000 subscribers.
Okay.
And guys under 5,000 subscribers. So
I'm in the category of small moderator,
medium, moderator, moderate channel size. Yeah. So they were like Clutch, Marcus Brown, Black Male Talk. I mean, you're not up there, but like Sinful to P or Jada Black.
No doubt. I just want to know what the category was, man. Just like what's the category?
$50 on them fucking plaques, man. You breaking me, player.
God damn, boy. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
It's good, Fat Man. We're gonna get you up there, man.
That's right.
Man, Mac is breaking me, dog. This is something he pimping me.
Brace yourself.
Yeah, man. I mean, now on Roger Curry, man, I done went Brooks in that nigga about 15 plaques. You see now on his last podcast, the nigga didn't put up the damn Negro Manosphere plaque on his damn profile picture and shit.
So you flossing, man. You flossing hard.
Yeah. So yeah, Simple to P is got some real good content. So again, man, thank you guys. We got Lacaria coming next week. We got Dr. Kenyon Meadows coming back. We got a lot of good special guests. I got some good shows for you motherfuckers, man. So again, anybody got anything they want to say before we get up out of here?
Nah, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Pharaoh, anything you want to say, player?
No, just appreciate you having me on, O'Shea, and shout out to everybody on the panel, LAR movement, my boy Fat Matt.
Yeah,
the
man.
West Haven for hoes. You know what I'm saying, player? You know what I'm saying? Get
I love when he be saying that shit.
Hashtag I got 75.
Hell.
Cats be tripping. They be like, man, you bold as hell, man. You the only motherfucker I know be bragging about tricking. I like, nigga, I done did so much macho shit in my life. I ain't trying to prove nothing to these niggas. I like, shit, man. I ain't trying to prove how much of a man I am to none of these motherfuckers. I'm trying to have my fun, nigga. Shit. And I ain't trying to go great doing it. Shit, I'm in Disneyland, pimp. Shit.
Almighty triple XL.
Mm-hmm. I tricks hard, nigga. But actually, I told you. I'm lying because I done tripped. I done like I said, I'm trying to get my health together, so I'm reinvesting in myself. So no. I ain't tricking. I ain't directly tricking, and I ain't indirectly tricking. I ain't taking bitches on no dates. I ain't putting no cash in no bitch's hand. I'm like, man, I'm buying juices and berries and vitamins and walking my fat ass around the block, hitting the weights. I ain't got time for that shit right now, man. I gotta get my health right, shit. So yeah, I done retired, man. It's just strictly me.
I tell you what. Speaking of this though, this is what I'm gonna do after the moderator awards, right? You know how they got the World Cup, right?
Mm-hmm.
We gonna have the Tricking Cup. No, but you ain't gotta have no money to enter. I'm gonna just somehow give away like they got Bitcoins, right? So we gonna do it in like nigga coins. No,
Crypto
it's gonna be fun. You ain't gotta put no money into it. I'm gotta come up with like some ways, like and you know how the World Cup be in different locations and shit. So I'm gonna have like little fake ass locations like nigga keep running Alabama, Compton, Leroy's Skillets and Grits House. Like it's gonna be like these little fake ass places. But I gotta figure out how we're gonna do it, and we're gonna have contestants, and you could just use these nigga coins to do these tricking. But you ain't. It's gonna be free, right? So I don't know how I'm gonna do it. So anybody that want to get in and shit, we got to figure out how you can win. You ain't gonna win shit because you ain't putting no money into this motherfuckers, but it's just for fun. You know what I'm saying? So let me know if you niggas want to do something called the Tricking Cup, and it'll just be for fun. It'll be just some funny ass shit. And it will have it like on the website or something. You can get your nigga coins, register, and you get a nigga coin account, and then I'll throw some big booty models on there. You could just trick on them with your nigga coins. But you gotta do something to get like more nigga coins. Like you have to do something. They're not worth nothing. No. If you go to the store with them, your credit card gonna decline. Don't take them nowhere. O'Shea, make me a mod and I can show you how to issue the coins here. Okay, nigga, that sounds like an ultimatum, my nigga. That's what that sounds like. I don't like ultimatums, motherfucker. But who wants to be in the Tricking Cup? Let me just see if you press 5. Okay, press 5 if you want to be initiated into the Tricking Cup. You know what I mean? Red Sox fan, nigga, you cannot say make you a moderator. You have never even super chatted in this damn, you know what I'm saying, in this damn chat, nigga. You might go and ban everybody, nigga. I don't know you. Make me a moderator and then. All right. So press 5, y'all. Press 5. I'll figure it out. Press 5. All right. We're going to do the Tricking Cup. Okay. We're going to be doing it like at St. Cyber Bitch Baptist Church. It might be like the first meeting. So I will issue out your nigga coins. Of course, you can't win no money because you ain't putting no money into this shit. This is all for the fuckery, and it's just for fun. So because you niggas need something to do with your life, all right. So I'm working on it. The World Tricking Cup. So you know what I'm saying. I'm new to tricking. Yeah. So get your nigga coins in about 2 months. We'll start it to the end of the year. So from August to December is tricking season. All right, what do you think about that, Brother Pharaoh? What do you think about that?
hilarious.
I think the person who actually wins at the end, I'm gonna actually send you a Tricking Cup, like a real cup, like a real trophy cup.
Ah, nigga, I gotta have it.
Yeah, I'm serious.
Hey, that's got to go on my my not on my wall, but I got to put that shit somewhere. I got to win the tricking.
Oh, I wish I was able to join in. Ashley W, you want to come in for a little bit? I mean, I'll stay for 20 minutes if you want to, you know what I mean? Because you here.
Street Fighter.
Hold on one second. Ashley W, I can send you a link, you know what I'm saying? I think if y'all want me to do a little overtime, I can go to 4 if y'all want to go. But if she's willing to come in, I'll stay on a little bit for Ashley W to come in because I want to, she's a YouTuber with a lot of subscribers, so I want to know if she want to hear a woman's point of view. So Ashley W, if you want to come in, I'll stay for 20, 25 minutes or something like that extra. Let's see. Maybe you might be the first contestant in the Tricking Cup. You might.
Oh, shit,
what you think about that, Fat Mac? What you think about the Tricking Cup, man? You think it'll be good?
Nigga, I gotta have it, man. Whatever it take to win it, I gotta have it, man.
Yeah, and like I said, I ain't trying to raffle you. Some niggas be like, you gotta put in $1 for it. No, because I know how because you are niggas. Y'all will say, what are you doing with the raffle money? No. So this shit is free because Jesus paid it all. Okay, so all right, hold on. Let me get the. I think what I should do is I should do the Tricking Cup and then make myself a contestant. Just win, send myself the trophy. Fuck y'all.
You ain't got a trick on the Tricking Cup.
Come on, man.
Shouldn't it be like a prerequisite to trick if you gonna get the Tricking Cup?
What we using nigga coins.
Ain't no free tricking.
It's nigga coins.
It's like Sonic the Hedgehog and Street Fighter, locations and coins.
How do you get the coins?
What's up, Ashley?
She here?
Ashley
Yeah.
W in the house.
Hey, maybe you quick. Shit, what the hell?
She unmuted his
Wait on
ass.
that link, daddy. No, I'm just playing with you. I'm playing with you. You want to be in the chicken cup because you know women can join in this too. You want to trick on the nigga or something? I'll send you some niggas going. Ashley, take yourself off of mute.
I didn't know I was on mute.
What's going on with you, boo?
Nothing. No.
We gonna do a show tomorrow?
For me?
Me and you. I've been waiting for like 30,000 years. You came over here one time like 14 years ago. I seen you and everybody else's shit. I was kind of lightweight, you know.
It depends on how my day go tomorrow, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, Ashley.
Yeah, shout out to Ashley. Ashley W. She got about how many subscribers you got now?
I don't know, like 11,000.
Let me go over here and start hating. Hold on 1 second.
Stop it.
Well, let me ask you this because we've been talking about the friend zone, Ashley W.
Right?
Can a nigga get out of the friend zone? Have you ever
Absolutely, I took him out.
Okay, but why? Tell me why.
Because they showed some consistency. They showed consistency, like some of them, they acted like they liked me. And I'm like, all right, I don't really know if that's really if you really, really do like me. So let me fill you out a little bit. So I'm just going to act like we cool. We just friends. And then, they eventually show, I really do like you. And I say, okay, friends is cool. We was friends. And usually those relationships, I'm still cool with all those dudes. I can talk to him anytime I feel like it. I can hang out with him anytime I feel like it, and it's nothing. Yes, you can get out the friend zone.
Okay, let me ask you this: who got questions for her on that? I'll let you guys ask the questions first. Okay, what are you guys questions for her on this? Anybody?
Okay, how about a percentage question?
Mm-hmm.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right. As far as you dealing with men, can you give me a percentage of how many guys that were in the friend zone and they didn't get out versus guys who were in the friend zone and they did get out?
Damn, back to my question.
Well, I would honestly say, like, the only way that you won't, like, if I friend zone you, the only way that you won't get unfriend zoned if I'm just plainly not attracted to you. I cannot be attracted to you at all, and it's like nothing that you can do for me to be attracted. So that's the only way that you can get. And for the most part, like I said, like I would say it's probably like a good 85% of the dudes I've ever friend zoned. I was like, okay, you can come out.
85% of guys got out of the friend zone?
Because I meet good dudes. I keep trying to tell y'all that.
Wow.
I don't meet a whole bunch of crazy dudes. Like I don't. Like I said, I legit can still talk to almost everybody I've ever dealt with in my life if I wanted to.
Okay, that's what's up. Okay.
There you go.
We gotta do a follow-up. We gotta do a follow-up show on this now.
Because I don't know what people be doing. Like y'all, are women out here like really jacking up their relationships, like their ability that much? Like I'm cool with a lot of dudes. Like I have no problem with a lot of dudes.
Okay, let me ask you this: what about a new dude who finds that you're cool with a lot of dudes? How would that dude feel about you being cool with a lot of dudes?
He shouldn't feel no type of way because it ain't like I'm talking to them all the time, or it's not like it's anything personal. It's
wait, all the time?
No, I don't talk to nobody all the time.
Okay, so let me ask this: if a guy you're dating, if a dude says, "I don't want you to talk to those dudes anymore," what would you say?
All right.
I'm sorry?
All right.
Are you black? Are you sure?
Yeah, that's it. What? Okay.
What? Straight
I'm
like
not
that?
dating those
It's
dudes.
all right?
I'm not dating those dudes. If it's making you uncomfortable, okay. I'm not dating them. I'm dating you.
Hit you with the surprise.
I was just
I
waiting
understand.
for the fuckery. Like hell no.
Gosh.
She fucked around.
I mean, like I've had that situation before. Like I was talking to some dude, and I started talking to somebody else, and I was just like, look, I'm dealing with somebody. I'm an exclusive type of person. Like even if I think that we're just doing whatever, it's nothing serious. If I'm investing that type of time in you, you're the only one that's getting that type of time. Because if I feel like if I'm giving other men that time, I'm never going to be able to appreciate you for who you are because I'm too busy trying to compare you to this next dude.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not good. That's going to get us nowhere.
Let me ask you this real quick. Shout out to Lisa Williams. Say you are so awesome at connecting people. Much needed change from the social media, SMH bashing. All that does is divide. I changed my content because of LER movement. So shout out to him.
I love LAR. LAR, I love you. Like I got a little crush on you because you're a sensible man. Stop.
Oh
Not
shit!
like
She
that.
said on live here.
No, he just be sensible. Like no, seriously. Like I watch a lot of his videos. I'm like, he's thinking like me. Stop, get out of my head.
Thinking about you.
Stop.
I'm gonna take you to Portillo's when I get to town.
Like I know. Yeah, we did say we was gonna hook up with a video other time in Chicago.
About LAR movement.
Shut up. Okay. Stop.
I got both of y'all number. I'm just saying, I got you on WhatsApp.
I just think like I said, when people are sensible, I tend to
because I'm not in Chicago, man.
I tend to appreciate it.
Hey, but you will go up there and take her to Denny's or something like that, right, Mom?
Oh, we're going to Portillo's. Who knows?
I don't even eat Portillo's.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Large.
We're going to get you an extra large water with a lot of ice, maybe.
Balling.
Spring water.
So let me ask you this. Okay, so why do you think
if you believe her ish, you already in the zone? What? Okay.
No, but what I want to know is this. So what is the friend zone, right? Because somebody wants you to define what that is.
To me, a friend zone, like that's I still honestly I be trying to figure that out sometimes too. Like, I mean, you got to get to know people somehow, don't you? How else if they're not going to be your friend at some point? I don't understand. I don't like having dudes just sitting around waiting and wishing and hoping. If I don't like you, I don't like you. I'm gonna make it very clear. I'm not gonna even deal with you because it's not worth my time, and I'm not gonna waste your time. So I'm not gonna friend zone you. Either we're gonna be friends with the possibility that something might possibly happen, and probably will, especially if you maintain some sort of consistency with trying to keep in contact with me. Like, don't make me chase you. If I feel like I have to chase you, I'm done.
I have a question. I got a question. You ready?
What's up? Yep.
All right. Have you ever came at a dude? I don't want to say false pretenses, but let's say you need something done, and you know that this cat.
I don't ask dudes. I don't do that at all because I've been raised. I've been raised to, if I can't do it for myself, then I don't need it. If I can't get it for myself, I don't need it. That's how I was raised. So it doesn't feel natural for me to ask for people to do stuff for me. I don't like to. Like, you will watch my videos. Like, I barely shout out my Patreon. I barely shout out my PayPal, because if you're gonna donate, you're gonna donate. I'm not about to keep asking you.
So you've never ever had the temptation to string a guy along under the false pretenses? I'm just asking.
No, because I've always felt like, look, if a dude is spending money on me then he's gonna want something, and if I'm not willing to give it, again, I'm not about to waste your time.
Wow.
And like I said, I've never needed anything like that. I've always had.
Okay, I feel you. All right.
She just sounds so West Side. I know it's just you just.
I'm so not West Side.
Sounds so West Side.
And she sounds sincere. I don't detect no
Cause it's
chicanery.
true, like, cause it's true. Like, I legit been taking, like, I don't say I've been taking care of myself, but it's like, if I need something, typically I got the money, so I'll go get it. And if I don't have the money, that means I don't need it, so I'm not about to go ask somebody to get it for me.
Okay.
Like, that's how I was raised. I don't know.
All right, that's what's up. All right, I feel you. That's all I got to say.
She was raised off of penny candy and bags of fries and super tacos. I know.
I sure was. I sure
know.
was. The candy lady was down the street. I mean, I'm saying.
I know. Pizza puff every now and then too. I know.
Absolutely. Fries with the mild sauce. Oh man.
So why do you think? Well, go ahead, Matt.
No, go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. Do your thing.
So, Ashley, why do you think women string dudes along, you know, who they have no intentions of, you know, being with them or sharing their companionship in the near future? Why do you think they string them along?
Because they can. I think it's just simply because they can. A lot of them can. They want to, and they can. If I was that type of chick, say for example, I was that type of chick. If I knew anytime I called this dude, he was gonna do whatever I asked him to do, he wasn't expecting anything, and he might be expecting it, but if all I gotta do is say a couple of things, and I can curve him real quick, and nothing, and next time I want anything or need something, I can call him and he's gonna give it to me. Why wouldn't I string you along? If I have that type of mentality, why wouldn't I? I'm getting what I want.
Yeah.
She making some good points, man. She keep it real.
And y'all keep talking about it ain't. So, and some of y'all Negroes been talking about it ain't tricking if you got it. So y'all act like y'all got it. So she take advantage.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah.
So don't get mad when she take advantage.
Goddamn T.I.
Goddamn. But that's not real tricking. That's simping right there.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, I don't know what it is.
Tricking.
If your behind want to do that, go right on ahead with your bad self.
Hey,
I ain't got nothing to say.
Fair exchange. Tricking is a fair exchange program. It's typical.
Program. There you go.
You know, you give me something, I give you something. These other niggas out here getting played. That's some simp shit.
They need to stop simping.
Well, check it out. Let me ask you this, Ashley. You got any friends that are guilty of that, stringing a guy along?
Like I said before, if I do, I don't know because they don't tell me stuff like that. I think they know better than to approach me with, "Oh, girl, I'm doing this." And honestly, I really don't think I do have too many friends like that because I don't hang around ratchet chicks. I hang around career-minded chicks. I hang around women with master's degrees and careers and things going for themselves. Like I'm the only one of my friends with kids, so with a child. So yeah, that's the type of women I hang around.
Well, I would beg to differ that, you know, really this whole thing of stringing a guy along is irrespective of class. You know, I know females who are quite well-to-do that basically
I can imagine.
Your ass along like a damn
that
fish.
string you along.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Fact,
But yeah,
they vicious with it.
Wait, what? Yeah, I was just thinking, like, if you did have, you know, female friends that did that, you know, I was thinking, how would you react to that? And would you basically, I know it's not your place to tell another grown woman, you know, what she should do, but I was thinking, have you ever had that conversation with any of your friends? But obviously not.
You know, when I've had a couple of females say things like, you know, I really don't like him. I really don't want to deal with him, but, you know, he's this and he that. And I'm like, you wasting your time. Because this is why I hate that we refer to dating and relationships as a game. Because to me, you are wasting your time. Why are you playing it like it's a game? So that means somebody got to lose. Somebody's always going to be unfulfilled and not getting what they want. And that means it's not going to work out. To me, that sounds like if I feel like I'm playing something like it's a game, I feel like I'm probably going to be the one losing. So I don't want to play. I'm cool on that.
Okay.
And I usually tell females, like, if you don't like the dude, leave him alone, like, because you're going to mess him up. Like, you're going to mess him up, especially if he really like you. That's why these dudes be coming on here getting bitter and big towel and all this other mess because they done got hurt one too many times. F
Oh
you
shit.
females, you bitches, and blah 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 blah. It's irritating.
I want to do
Keep it 100
on the MGTOW incel thing. I got an email from a dude who's an incel. I really don't even know what that is. Shout out to Red Sox fan with the dollar, but thank you, brother, for that incel podcast. Okay, so that might be the dude that actually sent me an email today.
Yeah. Involuntary
What's
celibate.
up with this whole incel thing? Does anybody know about what incel is?
I read an article about it, and what it is pretty much is guys who they chase for that specific woman, like I guess like an 8, 9, and 10, and if they can't achieve that goal and to get in her, instead of like going for chicks that rank like a 6 or a 5, they'll rather just sit it out. Like they rather just not do anything at all, and they kind of hate on the next man who can obtain of getting those 8, 9s, and 10s.
Okay.
But it's just a bunch of guys who just sitting out because it's kind of like being stubborn.
Let me get this right. You saying a guy wants to get from an 8 to a 10, but that don't mean you an 8 to a 10 type of dude.
Well,
Right.
yeah.
I swear to God. Oh my gosh. I swear.
You a 4 3/4. I'm not getting a dime. I'm sitting out. That ain't gonna change nothing. If you a 4 1/2, get you a 6 1/2. You still coming up. But if you're a 5, it's just 7. You coming up. But you gotta be. You can't be like man. And I hate to say that because when I think about guys who are MGTOW, they never show their face and they all sound like this when they talk. So I don't know if it's the same fucking guy.
Yeah. So I told them. Go ahead, God. I'm sorry.
Oh, my bad. Well, yeah, because what's the name? Obsidian brought one of the guys who he was at the 21 convention with Alan Rogers Carter's name was Richard Cooper, and they was actually debating about the incel epidemic, and ARC did an article on his Patreon with what's that channel called, BBC, where they said it was a rise of incels in Britain. And what they said is they used to have a website over there in Reddit where they were pretty much, like I said, they were 10s, and what they say is the hot guy, how we say educated lame Pookie and Ray Ray, but in the white manosphere they would say the bad boy name is Chad. And incels, they would make comments about, oh, I hope she hits the wall, I hope something bad happens, so almost on some misogynistic type shit. So that's why they said it was kind of like, to people, they found it disturbing because they thought it was going to be like a rising, like they put incels like people like Elliot Rogers, George Sudini, and that dude from Toronto, Alex, I can't pronounce his last name. So they kind of put those incels with those type of guys, people who was rejected, they couldn't get no hot women, nobody want to talk to them.
Time out.
It's
You talking about the type of guys that'll shoot people because a black dude got his girl?
That type thing, man. Or if a hotter white guy comes in and snap the girl that of their dreams that they wanted, they feel that incels will be the ones who on the brink of iceberg with these shootings and everything else. I think it's different, but they say because they sexually frustrated and they involuntarily sitting out because they stubborn, they can't achieve that girl that they want. So
okay, let me do this real quick. Hold on a second. Let me do this real quick because there's a lot of people like okay. So I'll tell you what. If I get 30 dudes to press 8 in the chat, I'll move up because I got a lot of people that I'm supposed to be interviewing, right? I got the dude Dr. Kenyon Meadows again. I got my my UK hangout this week. I got my big show on Sunday, Black Donald Trump supporters. So for those people who want me to interview an incel, there's a dude here. 30 dudes press 8. I'll try to move it up. You guys know, like I'm super busy with a lot of dudes, a lot of shows, a lot of people. And Ashley You gonna be able to let me do a 1-on-1 with you in the next 3 days?
Try maybe Saturday.
Maybe Saturday. All right,
Saturday. Let's do Saturday. We're just
Saturday.
gonna go for Saturday. So
Saturday. Okay, so I got the Sunday show. Obsidian has agreed to be a part of that. So we got because ABL is not going to be able to make it. So I need a black conservative. So I got Super Sly, Edward. It's going to be crazy. Soul TV 84, new possibilities. It's going to be explosive. It's going to be explosive.
Try to start some shit, man.
What'd you say?
Trying to start some shit?
Yes.
If you ever have Edward or Super Sly in the podcast with anybody, some shit gonna be started. Because a motherfucking Super Sly is a headhunter. He's a shark.
Well, since I am a conservative supporter, could I be in it?
You can be in it. Because you know one of these niggas ain't gonna show up. But
okay,
it's gonna be it's gonna be yeah. Because it's if I already sent out. It's kind of like you remember the podcast I had last week with Phil from the Advice Show.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I remember. I seen it. Yeah.
It's like I didn't know you wanted to be in it, but yeah, I'll try to get you in there, man. It's like one of those like YouTuber things where you know, like you just invite the YouTubers. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind. It's gonna be. I don't know how much mic you gonna get because you got Edward and Obsidian on the same podcast.
I know.
It's gonna be explosive. I can tell you right now. New possibilities. The dude that was on earlier today, he's a liberal too, bro. It's gonna be it's gonna be explosive. So Uber guy is gonna be on there. You guys know Uber guy is a big time Donald Trump supporter. So Sunday, that shit gonna be going. It's gonna be going ham. It's gonna be motherfuckers getting. It's gonna be crazy.
Just
so get on there.
That shit get.
It's gonna be hot.
Get your point out for Sly cuss somebody out because that's when it's gonna go down.
So you're gonna have Dynasty Amir on the podcast. You're gonna have Solo TV. You're gonna have LAR. You're gonna have. It's gonna be crazy.
Bro, that shit guaranteed going to Patreon.
It's gonna be a lot of fires being lit, nigga. So I tell you what, man, Incel dude, if you are available, for an hour, I can't promise you nothing, man. But I got Saturday Ashley W. Somewhere like if it's like midday tomorrow, like Friday, tomorrow, like I don't know if it's like maybe 9 or 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. When I get out of class, like soon as I can give you an hour, we can do it. If not, then we'll have to do it like next week. So I'll try to squeeze you in tomorrow for a show for an hour, and then you know what I'm saying. We can do it because I'm kind of interested in hearing what he got to say. So I'll try to work with you and get you in tomorrow since we have Ashley coming on Saturday, and then I have my my UK podcast on every Saturday with the United Kingdom brothers. Anything? What about Ashley? Let me ask you this real quick. Mm-hmm. All right, as far as the friend zone thing, you're talking about being in the friend zone if you're trying to see if a guy likes you. But what if the case is you don't have no attraction to this dude?
Mm-hmm.
He can't get out the friend zone then, can he?
No, because I'm not attracted.
So there's nothing that he can do catch you on a bad day, like your cousin Pookie got shot in the ankle and you crying, and then you just end up drinking some diet water and end up hopping on his nothing?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I think he was in the restroom or something, O'Shea, because she basically ran that down, man.
Okay.
Yeah, she explained that.
I was brushing my hair. Yeah. All right. Well, look. Actually, you guys got anything else you guys want to say, man, on the show or anything?
Nah, I got love for you, Ashley. I'll be on the videos liking them.
Yeah. You know what that means.
Uh-oh.
Shut up. Right.
Oh, LAR. Oh, LAR.
I'm working on my trigger cup. Shut up.
Don't be all shy now.
Lord, what did I do? No.
We having fun. You know it's all love.
I know.
You all love when you start sending them dick pictures. Okay, my bad.
No. Why do y'all do that? Why do y'all do that?
LAR, why do you send her that kind of stuff, dog?
Why do men send women dick pictures? I don't want to see it. I don't want to see your penis.
I only send it after I fuck.
Like,
You see
but
how
them
this
not
little
even
ass shit was making you scream? It is little.
Shit. Hey, and you know what, man? That's true, man. All the females out and dealt with, man, and supervised and managed, they always tell me that shit. They say they hate when a dude send dick pics, man. I was like, really? Shit.
You send them
You
one.
know?
Here you go, bitch.
They say they hate that shit.
Y'all gonna start putting filters on y'all shit.
Uh-oh.
Filters. All right, man, look, I gotta go. All right, man. Listen, it's 4 a.m. here. I want to thank everybody, Ashley. So we locked in. Ashley, just give me a time on Saturday. Well, I'll try to do the NCL show with you tomorrow, bro. You know what I mean. I'm going to bed right now, so I'll probably email you tomorrow. So guys, I just thank you. Everybody, thanks. You know, I've been trying to improve the content. Shout out to my brother LAR Movement, my brother Mac City, man. Mac City has the greatest podcast on Black YouTube, and you know they wouldn't let me. I used to just basically just get on here and just Satan bless. Hold on. Wait a minute, player. Wait a minute. Hold on. Don't say that. Hold on. Wait. I'm a Baptist nigga. I might be backsliding, but we ain't doing no Satan bless up in here, player. I can't do that. I can't do that. No, wait a minute, you nigga. Don't do that. Don't say that, dog. Hold on. Take that back, nigga. I am a backsliding Baptist. We don't do no Satan bless, nigga. I don't work with no devil worshippers. You'll fuck around and you won't get no incel. You'll be getting in hell. Get the boot the fuck up out of here. Take that back, nigga. I love Jesus on accident. I'm going to hell, but hey, listen, we ain't blessing no Satan directly. We gonna be indirectly blessing them, but not no directly shit. Don't do that. We do that indirect sinning. Oh man, we don't know. Plead the blood of Jesus against you, nigga. All right. So again, thanks everybody. Like I said, the content is really I tried to improve it on this channel. I've been, kicking it with some of the best minds over here on Negro Tube. Mac City, man, is the best podcast on earth. You know what I mean? I'm gonna steal all his shit. I fell in love with y'all podcast, man, last July when I was in Africa, in Kampala, man, and I ran out all of my MTN data just listening to you and Tony, and man, I've been hooked ever since, bro. So I know Pharaoh, he be listening, Ghana Dan be listening. A lot of people fuck with the Max City Limits podcast, and Ashley W, you doing your thing, and LAR, Pharaoh driving trucks, delivering all types of, inside of the tires, niggas smuggling collard greens. But
what's in them tires, man? What you got in them tires, right?
How you smuggling eight of collard green juice? But man, thanks everybody. Shout out to Edward Anderson. Anybody got anything to say before I get the fuck up out of here?
Man, just appreciate you having me on, and want to say what's up, and thank you to the panel. That's all.
Hold on, hell, Lucifer. Hold on, get him up out of here. Hold on, player. I told you about that shit.
Go.
All right, peace out, y'all.
Peace out.
Yeah.
Ashley,
All right.
I'm gonna
Peace out.
what's up. Peace.